Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 450, live. Let's go. Welcome out to the Archerverse Wrestle Wars Genesis. Welcome also to our 450th episode celebration where we're going to do a little reminiscing. We're going to watch some badass matches. We have 6 championship matches on the go tonight. 9 matches in total. It is going to be a thrill ride of an evening. Almost stream per view worthy, if you will. But welcome in to Wrestle Wars Genesis. Again, this is our 450th episode celebration, so it is going to be a great time. There's going to be a lot of great people here. We're going to do a little reminiscing. We're going to do a little bit of discussion about the dirt sheets, what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. The news and rumors. I mean, Royal Rumble just happened. We are on the road to WrestleMania. There's a lot of things cooking. So we're going to find out what's in the dirt sheets here in just a few moments. We've also got a few lists for the evening. Currently, I am flying solo for the first time in just a little while. I don't know if it'll remain that way. Who knows? It is a celebratory show, so anybody might show up to the broadcast booth. You just don't know. Expect the unexpected, as I always say. But, that said, welcome in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the 450th celebration. And we're going to get started with the dirt sheets here in just one moment. See what's crack-a-lacking there. And on with the show we will go. But first and foremost, there is some information about Alexa Bliss apparently taking a break from WWE television. It's from about 3 hours ago, roughly. Now, this is from ringsidenews.com, and it says Alexa Bliss taking a break from WWE television. Alexa Bliss had a moment at the Royal Rumble where Uncle Howdy appeared after her match with Bianca Belair. A character change could be coming for the former WWE Women's Champion. And only time will tell how far the story goes on the road to WrestleMania. Now we have a bit more word on this situation. During an audio show on PW Insider's Elite Paywall, Mike Johnson discussed Alexa Bliss' situation a bit. Uncle Howdy asked Bliss if she felt in charge at the Royal Rumble. Then Bliss took her exit. It was reported that Alexa Bliss hadn't been backstage since the Royal Rumble event. She's off television and taking a bit of a break. At this time, there's no word exactly how long her break will last. Alexa Bliss is not injured, so that's good news. She might have just needed a bit of a break, a little time off the road, and that's always good to avoid a burnout in the meantime. We'll have to wait and see what happens and when she returns, because it's very likely that Alexa Bliss will have a much different character if her Royal Rumble exit was any indication of things to come. Alexa Bliss could very well have a WrestleMania moment in store for her. We will have to wait and see what happens. In the meantime, keep checking Ringside News for more, though, of course, keep everybody updated on that particular story. So, all right, let's see what else is going on here. Let's see, there's, for some reason, and I don't know why, I guess we'll find out when we have a look at the article, but for some reason, there's an article about Triple H claiming he believes he didn't cheat on China with Stephanie McMahon. So, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit intrigued, so I'm going to have a look at that here in just a moment. Before I do that, I'm actually going to open my dashboard. I don't have that open yet, and I know there's people in there, and you guys are a bunch of villainous bastards at times, so I need to know what's happening behind my back at all times. Again, expect the unexpected, but if you're going to prep for the unexpected, it is good to have the dashboard open. Yo, Life is Great is in the house. What's going on, Life? Appreciate you being here. What's new and exciting, Life? How was your day? And Glenola. Going on, Glenola? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. 450 episodes, guys. 450. But anyways, how was your day? What's new and exciting? And yes, thank you for shouting out Glenola there, Life. Appreciate that. Already on top of her mod duties. Fantastique. You guys do anything interesting today? Glenola, how about you? Either one of you. Anything new and exciting? Something happened that was interesting? Just a regular day at work?
Had a pretty good day.
Not much is new, but had a pretty good day. Fantastic. This is episode 449. 450 is Friday night. Absolutely is not. Disregard Glenola. He thinks he's Curleedy at times. He gets jealous when we call her Lady Lobster. Wants to join in the festivities of taking us back in time. I think they all hang around Poindexter far too much. See, there's the problem with that. With Team Froggy Mothlegs and the Professor Poindexter, they should not be allowed to integrate with others. They should not be allowed to integrate, because, I mean, they do strange things to people's minds. They take control of people's minds. That's why we end up with people. I mean, look what they did to poor Archer at Christmas time. They made him dress like an elf. He was not okay with that, by the way. Not okay. Nor was the management team. Things like that take place. Not to mention he himself has literally turned Wrestle Wars Genesis into the largest epicenter of cosplay in the world today, which is also ghastly. They should not be allowed to integrate with anybody. But anyways, let's see. Napped, watched Oak Island. Hey, what happened at Oak Island? Life says, I'm trying to figure out why the heat pad won't heat up Max's enclosure.
Archer Elf.
Perhaps it is faulty. Archer Elf. Yeah, exactly. That was ghastly. And we don't need to talk about that. It was a quick mention. Now we drop it. We move on. See how that works? We don't need to discuss Archer Elf. But anyway, glad you guys had a great day. Sounds like Linola had a good day. Watched Oak Island. Had a nap. Probably snacked on some ice cream and cookies. That or he's going to. Perhaps. Sounds like something that would happen in the eve. More than the day, I suppose. Yes. We're going to go with that. But anyways, Glenola, 450 episodes. What do you think? And we have a fantastic card tonight. We, of course, we're opening up the show tonight with a tone-setting matchup that is going to absolutely burn it down right from the get-go. We have an 8-man ladder match to crown a new #1 contender to whoever is the Archerverse World Champion walking out of tonight, because, of course, Archer will be defending his world title tonight against the WCW World Champion, Drek from Team Dedrek, who, of course, challenged Archer as a fellow champion to a champion versus champion duel. They are going to lock horns in the main event of the evening tonight, and, of course, Team Dedrek and Drek have the opportunity to become a double world champion tonight. Now, that said, I wonder, should he become double champion, does he immediately call out Rock Roberts, the other champion inside the Coalition? Let's not forget he's the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. The Coalition hold 2 top titles currently. But Drek, if he wins, if he beats Archer in the main event tonight, he could challenge to become the very first ever Triple Crown champion in the men's division, because no male has ever won all 3 championships at the same time. That is an honor that is solely bestowed upon the females on the roster. Ashley Marie from Team AMC Me, and then, of course, most recently, Honeybee from Team Queen Bee, who, by the way, has just started her career back in December. She's already, with an enormous feat, already entered herself into the Hall of Legends. I mean, that is absolutely epic. And she is far from done. Far from done. She, too, will be in action tonight, of course. Honeybee defending against Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair won the opportunity to re-challenge. That rivalry continues. Championship on the line this time. Should be a great matchup. But it's going to be a great night. 9 matches in total. And then, of course, we have 6 championship matches, if you include the pure championship matchup, which, of course, most people consider that a contendership belt, not an actual championship belt. So there's that. There's that. And that's fine, because that's exactly what it is. It isn't actually a championship belt. It is a contendership prize. But in any case, I'm going to get back to that article. 125. I forget what the numbers are. Oh, yeah, 125 is the number, and 005. I was looking right at it, for God's sakes. Life got 858 on Lucky. 676 on Lucky. 394 unlucky. 768 unlucky. May as well get that out of the way right now. You know what else I have to get out of the way right now?
9-4. Good luck, Glenola.
One more thing.
Amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosenest. Skipping the
yes. Ha ha. I am not China tonight. No Ruby Soho. No. No Becky Lynch.
Good luck, Glenola.
Fantastic. I am the big red monster Kane. I'm okay with that. And Life is Undertaker. Great, you're my big brother. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. I'm just going to say Life. It really is. Tag team partners. Woo! Yeah. There's that too. but the Brothers of
Superstar.
Destruction.
Today,
Glenola is Randy Orton. He is the Viper, the Legend Killer. All right, so back to my article before we keep talking all night long, because we can do that. So Triple H apparently doesn't believe he cheated on China with Stephanie McMahon. I'm curious to why this even came up after all this time. So we're going to have a look at that. It's ringsidenews.com again. Saptarshi Sinha, and I don't think I've ever read one of their articles, so this is a new publisher I've never read before. In any case, WWE is famous for its wild storylines and provocative content. It's not uncommon for characters to participate in romantic programs as part of the storyline or character development. In professional wrestling, such scripted romantic moments can often turn into real-life flings with far-fetching consequences. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's relationship began as part of a WWE storyline in late 1999. At the time, Triple H was still dating fellow wrestler Chyna in real life. Chyna later accused the game of cheating on her with Stephanie, revealing that she found out about this romance with Vince McMahon's daughter when she came across a love note addressed to him. In an interview with Howard Stern in 2002, Triple H addressed the accusation made against him by Chyna. This is a quote. "There is a misconception on the way things ended up with us, but it was our relationship had gone downhill. There's a period of time where we were separated and things happened in between, and then you kind of get way back together, and it really wasn't a full-blown relationship at that time. Technically, you weren't cheating. Yeah, I don't see things the same way she does, or did." Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were married in 2003 and have been together ever since. Chyna and Triple H were together from 96 until 2000. And during that time, the former women's champion was a prominent wrestler in the WWE. Chyna and Stephanie had a few spats during that time when the ninth wonder of the world was with the King of Kings. In 2003, Stephanie McMahon revealed during an interview with Howard Stern that Triple H had a real-life crush on her during the beginning of their on-screen relationship. Chyna's former manager, Anthony Anzaldo, also publicly accused Triple H of cheating on her with Stephanie McMahon. The game had allegedly sabotaged Chyna's wrestling career by trying to get her fired by publicly degrading her. Sadly, Chyna passed away on April 17, 2016, of an overdose of alcohol and combined with anxiety drugs, sleeping aids, and painkillers. She is not around to tell her side of the story now or enjoy her time as a WWE Hall of Famer. And that is about all it says about that.
As an adult, it's so weird to hear.
I don't know. Still, it kind of does. It doesn't really tell me what the hell they were like. Why did they? What's the point of that article? I'm a little bit confused. I expected it to be like a new interview came up and that was being discussed, but no, they're just literally basing all that off of a former interview from 2002. It's old news. Like it was clickbait. Really, I was expecting something said recently or. Like I said, like maybe a new interview where the topic of discussion of Chyna come up. Maybe it led to that because it's Triple H they're talking to, but no, that's not what happened here. So I don't know. That's just that's a little weird for me. Anybody else find that article just a little weird? Let me catch up with Chad here quick. Yo, Lil Ash and friends. What's going on, Lil Ash and friends? Welcome in, episode number 450. Welcome to our celebratory episode. We're just getting things started. Things are just getting crack-a-lacking, so you're in a good time. You've missed nothing. We're just having some discussion about the dirt sheets before we get the show on the go. Let's see here. Life says... Oh, thank you for shouting out Lil Ash and friends, by the way, Life. As an adult, it's so weird to hear other adults use the term crush. Yeah, there's that too, right? It is kind of strange. That's something more associated, I think, with a teenager. I mean, by the time you're an adult, you should have some goddamn control over your emotions, shouldn't you? Good God. But anyways, I mean, I get the, being drawn to someone, right? I get the sensation of
the story was clickbait.
The butterfly feeling or that. I get all that, but to as an adult use the term crush, I don't know. Strange for me. And it was very clickbaity. That's what I'm saying. It was very clickbaity. There was no reason for that article. It was just literally published out of nowhere. Clickbait for them to check out the site type of thing. I was expecting either something from a new interview or I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting actually. It worked, right? It made me click on it. So there's that. Whatever.
Like, I get having a crush, but also, why not just, I like you? Say it how it is, right?
Yeah, Life says, first of all, Lil Ashton Fred says, I am doing great and the story was clickbait. It is blown out of nothing and needed to be yeah, I know, right? It's just so strange. It's like, why the hell did you even publish that? There's no point to it. No point to it. And yet I read it. Yet I fucking read it. Good for me. Anyways, Life says, like I get having a crush, but also, why not just...
It is almost as blown
I like
out
you.
As much as
Say it how it is, right? Exactly. Exactly. It's almost as blown out as much as the Steph Macho Man. Oh my God, I know. At least once a year, the Macho Man, Stephanie McMahon storyline pops up out of nowhere, and it's like, why? That is such old news, and it was never anything that ever had any validity to it. There was Macho Man denied it later. I think Stephanie did as well. I mean, there's nothing there. The only thing that was really there, there is truth that, Macho Man was actually supposed to be in where Triple H is now at some point, right? And then there was the fallout between him and Vince, and he went to WCW and all that jazz. But sadly, I mean, he came back, signed a Legends contract, then passed away. He was just going to get things cooking with WWE again. I mean, who knows what he was going to do? Probably mostly merchandising and I would imagine he'd get involved in their on-screen, their movie and television production end of things, I would imagine at some point. But I don't understand why they do that either. Like, there's zero reason to continue talking about Macho Man and Stephanie McMahon.
What is next?
Potential happenings that supposedly transpired. You know what I mean? There's just, I don't know.
Superstars.
The horse was dead years ago. Exactly. The horse was dead years ago. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Superstar and become
I do sometimes take the long way around the fucking block. You ever notice that? It takes me 50,000 words to say what some people can in about 10 letters. But anyways, let's see. Lil Ashton Fred says, what is next? Story about Luger was supposed to be the next, right? I know. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, if Vince McMahon hadn't have pulled the reins back, he probably would have been. I mean, he was really over in WWF at the time. And I don't think Vince he didn't want a WCW-born guy becoming the next Hulk Hogan. That's what that whole thing was about. Right? That's what it was becoming about. I think if he hadn't have gotten over so quickly with the WWF audience at the time, especially being a WCW-born guy and an NWA-born guy, I think that he would have done better with WWF. I think he would have been world champion, amongst other things. Fact of the matter is, he got really popular, really, I mean, that Lex Express tour, man, was huge. But again, he was starting to become as big of a deal as the red and yellow Hulkamania. You know what I mean? That's just fact. He really was at the time. And Vince pulled the reins. That's what happened there.
If Vince did it differently, he could have Luger be the next Hogan.
If Vince did it differently, he could have had Luger be the next Hogan. But since he went from hero to zero, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Lex Luger came in from WCW, and when he started, not when he first came in, because when he first came in, he was the narcissist. He was posing in front of mirrors. He was kind of the, he was obnoxious. But when he went into that when he became face, when he went face, turned face, and went on the Lex Express tour, oh my God, like he was just as popular as Hulkamania tour ever was, and that he didn't like that. He just didn't like that. And there he is, the great Glenola from the Glenola-verse, but as I can hear, it's Darth Glenola at the moment, so he's going to be off microphone for a few moments until he's able to rejoin us. He would like you to know that. That's what he's going to say to save his breath. I'm telling you, he'll be back in about 10:15.
Basically, I just wanted to say hi and
yes!
let you know I was here.
Yeah. Ha! See that? Hey, you know what? I'm on a roll for getting shit right this week.
Make sure you put
I've been right at work. I've been right at home a couple times. Mind you, it was against my daughter. That's not the fucking point. I was still right, and I'm chalking it up there. Now I'm right again. That was complete guesstimation based on previous episodes. However, I was right and deemed correct by one the great Glenola. So I'm a very happy person right now. It's becoming a habit. It is becoming a habit. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Woo.
Awesome. Just making sure.
YTD Academy Grand Prix Championship up. January versus Honeybee for the YTD Grand Prix Championship in a one-on-one ladder match. All right, can you go to the YTD Academy matchup requests and put that in there for me, Infinite Oni, and again put redeem beside that.
All righty, done.
That match will of course be Sunday, right? You know that, yeah? That match will be Sunday. I'm not going to put a match that big in dark matches. I said we have championship dark matches, but I tried. That's a good rivalry match there. We're going to save that for the live show. We'll save that for the live show, Infinite Oni. And also, hello, he says. Well, hello, Infinite Oni. What's going on, my friend? Appreciate you being here. It's good to see everybody already coming in. 450th episode celebration. Froggy Moth Legs. And Joe Link. Hopefully everybody was able to catch Joe Link's VOD. He had his very first wrestling show last night. I was honored and privileged to be there and enjoy the content, and of course the people that were there. Great conversations. I ended up having to duck out before. Actually, no, I made it through the last match. Joe Link tricked me, and I ended up watching the last match anyways. That's what happened there. He tricked me. He pulled a Jedi mind trick on my ass. He did. I said, I'm going to be going for the night, Joe Link. I'm a little tired. I need to crash out. And somehow I still made it through to the rest of that show. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's your fault. He's like Merlin or a Jedi or some shit. I don't know what happened there, but somehow I was able to stay awake to the last. Yeah, it was a great show, Froggy. You're going to have to catch the VOD and then be there for the next show if you can be. It was fantastic. Great, really, really good show. Archer and Darth Glenola, how it do? It do fantastico. Because we are on the road again, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so glad
it is 450 episode celebration time. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. You know, I'd sing a whole duet, but I don't even have a co-host at the moment. He is Darth Glenola. So anyways, Glenola, how dare you leave me by myself like that? Leave me hanging. It's fine, I understand. Of course, frogs, I'm so glad to join them. I missed something. I gotta go back and read. Oh, thanks again for the hats, Life. They are lovely. All right, I was wondering what was going on there. I somehow skipped by that whole message and got right to Life's. Life says Archer's all by himself. How dare you point that out? All by myself. It's ghastly, honestly. Life sent us some knit hat. You sent them knit hats. Interesting. And are they knit hats of frogs? Are they frogs? I must know if they are frogs.
Did everyone catch Raw? There was a return of a legend.
Did everyone catch Raw? There was a return of a legend. If you didn't, I did not catch it. I have not watched Raw yet. That said, if you would like to inform us,
I sure did. And no, they're not. I'm not that good.
If you would like to inform us. Life said I sure did. No, they're not. I'm not that good yet. Well, it was still nice, you know. It's the thought that counts. A hat is a hat, and if somebody makes you a hat, you wear that shit. You wear that shit. And you say thank you
returned to help Becky
for the
Lynch
gift.
Against Bailey.
Plain and simple. Lita returned to help Becky Lynch. Yeah, well, I mean, Lita already came back, didn't she? I mean, did she ever really leave? I mean, when she returned the first time, she never really left. That's not much of a big return. I mean, I did see something about a return of a legend coming back to television, but I didn't really piece it together with Lita. I was already, in my mind, she was already back, so I don't know. Their frog colors, though, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so I'm caught up on the chat, at least for now. So back to what I was doing.
If it was someone we haven't seen in a while, it would be different.
Infinity says if it was someone we haven't seen in a while, it would be... Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I've already seen Lita recently, right? I've already seen Lita recently, and I didn't piece together the fact that that would have been the legend returning. I thought it would have been somebody completely different, but...
True.
Yeah. True. Are you admitting we're right? I mean, seriously, I'm on a roll with being right this week. It does not happen all that often, but this week seems to be my lucky week. Perhaps I should purchase a lottery ticket. Perhaps I should probably purchase a lottery ticket. It seems like something I should do. Yo! Life is great with a tier 1 gifted sub to Froggy Mothlegs. Thank you for the gifted sub to the community. Appreciate that, Life. That is the 5th gifted sub in the channel by Life is Great. Fantastic.
Much thank, Life.
All right. So anyways, back to the old dirt sheet. See what's crack-a-lackin'. Let's see. Well, apparently WWE officially hired a new backstage producer. Let's see who that is. This is, again, ringsidenews.com. This time is Felix Upton. We've read many of his articles before. So WWE has a lot of talented people backstage in the company, and they just added another name. Now Jason Cade is a full-time producer for the company. That's actually very good news. For those of you that don't know Jason Cade, make sure you look that up. Fantastic. That is a great addition to the production for the company. Anyway, Sean Sapp reported behind Fightful's paywall that Jason Cade, who was brought in to help for the 2023 Royal Rumble match, is now officially with the company. He was responsible for producing a main event match this week between Indy Hartwell and Dana Brooke. Here's a little bit of a blurb here. It says, Fightful Select reported recently that independent wrestler Jason Cade would be starting work with WWE soon as a producer. We can confirm that he was on hand for WWE Raw in Orlando on Monday, February 6th, and was working for the company. He was the producer of the Dana Brooke versus Indy Hartwell match that took place on WWE Main Event for this week. We noted that Jason Cade was to be brought in to contribute to the Women's Royal Rumble, but he wasn't officially listed on the internal producers list for that match. We've yet to confirm if Cade is in on the trial basis or if he's already full-time, but he was referred by TJ Wilson, who, known as Tyson Kidd, of course, which is Natalia's beau. Cade has trained with both Wilson and Natalia at the new dungeon and was brought in to help produce upcoming women's matches. It was previously reported that Indy Hartwell got a good look this week for the main roster with that main event match. Obviously, it was an important match, and Jason Cade has a huge hand in putting that together. We will have to see what WWE does with months to come in terms of adding more talent or staff backstage. In the meantime, Ringside News will keep everybody covered in anything that changes regarding that story. So that's interesting. Jason Cade now working as a producer backstage. Very good stuff. Let's see.
There are some amazing and fun channel
Gotta catch up with the chat again.
From if you are the chose.
Much thanks, Life. No worries. The promo from Cody Rhodes was good. That doesn't surprise me. I am looking forward to watching it, though. Froggy says, oh my god, the Cody Heyman promo was so damn good. Can't wait to see it. Doesn't sound like there's a whole lot of new news. No, not really. I mean, there's some other stuff I'm going to look through, but not anything overly interesting so far, in my opinion, no.
I am feeling used.
Life blatantly disregarding any Cody Rhodes promos. Yeah, it was Froggy. The new jackpot number, I don't have to read that. That is Stream Elements trying to get me to read their shit. How dare you, Stream Elements.
Your numbers are 5, 7,
Joe Link playing the lotto,
Good
524
luck,
unlucky.
There are some amazing
152 though.
rewards to choose from
Who got Joe Link? 152 is close to the 125. So you're in running now.
Frog Splash Lift is great.
For the channel redemption reward, I believe, or is it the? Yeah. So you're in the running right now, Joe Link. Yes, from the channel. Yeah.
Infinitoni, your numbers are
exactly.
5, 8.
All right. So, anyways, back to reading the chat.
Amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the C. Play. Frog Hemeth Legs, your numbers are 7, 6.
Froggy says, "Life, we still appreciate you. I'm feeling oozy today. You're feeling oozy?
Amazing and fun channel. Skipping the rest.
If you're feeling oozy, you should join us on the broadcast, Froggy.
Redemption.
That is the best place to feel oozy.
Broadcast Froggy. Broadcast Froggy.
Right? Broadcast Froggy. Broadcast Froggy.
From each respective brand, simply type. Skipping the rest.
Come and sing as a trio with Glenola and I.
Joe Link is Ruby Soho.
We'll sing everybody a song.
Oh, I am Ruby today.
All right, anyways. What was I reading? Oh, yeah. I am 27 away from... I already read that. I should ban you for making me read that twice. That will be my third one if I win. Yes, actually, that would be your third channel redemption win. That's kind of scary. And to think that nobody won that for 3 months, and now Joe Link is potentially winning it for a third time since then. Strange. Joe Link... ha 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 ha. Joe Link is Ruby Soho. And you know what? That right there is karma. All the times you laughed at me for getting Ruby Soho, China, Becky Lynch, Beth Phoenix, all the above. How dare you? How does it feel to get Ruby Soho instead of somebody much cooler? But anyways, who's her? Schemes, lies, and slander. When I first read that, I thought it said stander. Am I reading things? Is there a T in there? No, it's slander. Okay. Man, my eyes were bugging out. At first I thought it said schemes, lies, and standard.
Soho or Riot.
If Nodoti is Lita, but you know what? We won't bug you about Lita. Lita is actually at least cool. I mean, Ruby Soho's not, you know. I mean, would you rather be Lita or Ruby Soho? Answer the question. Seriously. Soho or Riot? Alright, so I'm caught up. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Before I get into any more news and rumors and see what else is crack-lack in the world of pro wrestling, I say, ladies and gentlemen, the great Glenola is on the broadcast. We're awaiting anybody else that's going to join us. How dare all of you tuck your tails between your legs, get your asses on here. This is the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV and the very best in fantasy wrestling. Excellence bar on period. 450 episodes strong. Let's go. Get your asses on here.
Have I been mistaken that?
Although we're not going to pry if you're really that much of a scaredy cat, we've got you. We will cover the show and get it on the go. But Glenola, I'm thinking, seeing how there's people here already, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of new information. I don't know if there's going to be much more to go on the dirt sheets. I say it's time to get things crack-a-lackin', revved up, ramped up, ready to rock and roll. What do you think? 450 on the go?
Let's get it going. I mean,
what the hell am I waiting for? What are we waiting for? You know what we're waiting for?
Yesterday we were talking about the big hundo.
Fuck, I know, eh? You know what? We'll talk about that once, but because you know what that'll lead to? That'll lead to us talking for 20 minutes and everybody sitting there. Can we watch the fucking show, please? And by the way, we do not appreciate all you yelling at us like that and cursing and swearing. This is a family-friendly channel, and we just don't appreciate or approve of that kind of behavior.
We only approve of Archer swearing.
How dare you?
Swear jar.
No swear jar! Don't. Why would you even put that out there? Why, I say? That is not kind in any way, shape, or form. That is trolling. That is subliminally trolling, and it is not funny, Mr. Glenola, sir. It's very hateful and spiteful. Right now, I think I hate you a little bit. But that said, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, episode number 450 live. Let's go.
Glenela is not dropping hints at all, by the way.
Infinite Oni says, I'd rather be Beth Phoenix. Little Ash from Friends says, Lita. Infinite Oni says, especially how she looks now. Yeah, fair. Fair. Well played, sir. I mean, if you go back to the old Lita, though, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. That is why she can twist a fate my ass. From a cage, from the rafters, backstage, the parking lot, tractor trailer. Feed me more. Anyways. Let's see here. Especially how she looks. I already read that. God damn it, Infinoni, I should ban you. Life is Great says, are they not the same person? Have I been mistaken? What? What am I missing? Oh, Soho or Riot. Yeah, I mean, they are the same person, yes. They are the same person. And Life, I should ban you now. You made me go back and read past chat.
I don't know about you guys, but
Ghastly. I'm having a hard enough time keeping up with the chat. You're making me go back and read shit. Stop it. Anyways, not a scared cat, just have a slumbering grizzly bear as a fiance. Yeah, fair enough. Never poke a sleeping bear. They do tend to bite back. Infinity says, is it just me, or does Beth Phoenix actually look better now than she did when she was actively competing? I know, isn't she? She is fucking jacked. Like, flat out, plain and simple, fucking jacked. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Archiverse Wrestle Wars Genesis, episode number 450, celebratory episode, and we're kicking things off with a contendership matchup. It is a ladder match, 8-man ladder match to crown the new #1 contender for the Archiverse World Championship, and we've got some villains in this matchup. Starting to the far left, we've got awesome Ted Cobb from Team Crondos BR. We, of course, have the Nightmare Damien. Everybody knows exactly who the Nightmare is. The only man in history to shoot himself up with bolts of electricity before wrestling a match. How could you forget? Not to mention the man walking down that looks like he's smoking from all parts of his body. But anyways, Pneumonics is here. We've got Chris Jericho, Y2J, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, the Wizard, the Ocho. We also have Double J, Jeff Jarrett in the house, Carino, Sinister Farmer in the house. We have Tony Stone from the Weapons of Mass Destruction. And, of course, last but not least, Latino Heat himself. I'm your papi, Eddie Guerrero. Again, #1 contendership for the Archiverse World Championship, which right now being held by the one Elijah Archer, being contended for by another member of the Weapons of Mass Destruction, the reigning, defending, undisputed WCW World Champion, the man called Drek from Team Dead Drek, will be challenging the one Elijah Archer in the main event of the evening to become a double World Champion if he completes his campaign. If he completes that campaign, he could be en route to become the very first ever Triple Crown World Champion in the men's division. He is the only one potentially in position for that, currently or has been in the past. It is an exciting time here at the Archiverse, whether you're a WCW Starrcade fan, whether you're a Wolfpack fan, whether you're a Wrestle Wars Genesis fan and a fan of the Coalition and Phenomenal Soul, whether you're a YTD Academy fan and you just love those dark matches and those live shows once every Sunday night, it doesn't matter. It is time to get things rock and rolling, and as Glenola was talking about, we have all kinds of discussions to be had about the last 450 episodes, so we will be doing some reminiscing, and depending on who shows up, they as well. We've got a lot of OG members still a part of the Archiverse that have been here since episode 1. Some a little bit later, but either way, there are people that have been here for over 400 episodes, and I'm sure they have lots to talk about. With any luck, we'll even get a chance to visit with the Turret Man. If he's not busy, he hopefully might get, pop up into the chat room later tonight. The Turret Man, of course, we refer to him as the Silent Assassin of the Archiverse. You all know that he helps out with logos, he helps out with emotes and things that you guys can enjoy and have fun with to make it a greater depth, a little bit more entertainment while you're here watching the shows and interacting with the community. And of course, if you already haven't become a member of the streamer teams, also an interactive way, join the broadcast. Either way, this is going to continue to be the late night place to be. 450, we are now en route to 500, baby, so let's go. But Let's go. Ladder match. Number 1 contendership for the Archiverse World Championship. Let's go.
And hello, life is great. Well, or not life is great. Distinct Cone. Welcome in.
Yo, Distinct Cone. That is a huge surprise because DC told me earlier today that she may not be here to enjoy the festivities. That said, the VIP of the Army is here, the very first VIP, the only queen of the VIPs, Distinct Cone. Of course, Team Distinct Cone, in charge of the Viking Rose Brewer, part of the Wolfpack Gals, one of the most feared and dominant women's factions ever to step foot in the squared circle, either on Starrcade or Wrestle Wars Genesis. Fact.
Is an 8-man ladder match.
A fact. Yo, Punisher! What's going on, Punisher? Punisher is in the house. What is going on, my man? Welcome to episode 450. Punisher, if you'd like to join us on the broadcast, you feel free, my guy. It is a celebratory episode, so everybody that has access to the broadcast booth is welcome tonight. You do not have to redeem Spit on the Mic tonight. You may join us at will. You may join us at will. Or if any of you have any amusing anecdotes from the past 450 episodes, if anybody that is here right now has been involved since the beginning, if you're an OG or if you were even around during the Archiverse 2.0, you've still been around a long time. You've got some stories, some fun moments. Feel free to share, whether it be in the chat room or live on the broadcast. That is up to you. But, Glenola, as you were saying, it feels like yesterday that we were planning what we called, ladies and gentlemen, the Hundo, which was our very first of the hundreds shows. And by the way, Glenola, what do you think of the redesign of the Archiverse Wrestle Wars Genesis Stadium? I almost forgot. Did you have a look yet?
You need more things hanging down and
need more things hanging down.
So that, Lamborghini can have his proper intro on fire.
Well, technically he can still have all of that. Technically speaking. He just can't set anything up. Yeah, I was just going to say he can't set anything on fire. We do not need Damien setting things on fire. It's bad enough that he almost sets himself on fire with bolts of electricity. We do not need him setting rafters on fire in different arenas and stadiums across the globe. Not a cool thing to have happen. I mean, I do not support that kind of thing. You know, arson. It's not to be promoted as a good thing. You know.
Yeah, it is.
Pyrotechnics are definitely an amusing thing, and can be fun. As long as you're not burning your shit down. I mean, it can be. It can be. When utilized in a correct manner. If you're burning your house down, not so much. If you're setting an arena on fire...
burning my house down. I'm burning down the Archiverse house.
Yeah, because that's so much better. That's so much better. Nope. I think not. I might soon enough. I'm currently working on a surprise. Fantastique. Punisher will probably be joining us. Episode 450, getting that much better. DC says, I like fire. Of course you do. Of course you do. You would just say that to agree with Glenola. How dare you?
And hello, Warden Dustin
Yo,
TV.
Warden Dustin TV. What's going on, my friend? Welcome in, episode number 450 live, my friend. Welcome to our celebratory episode. We're going to have a lot of great matches going on tonight. We got 6 championship matches, 9 matches in total. It's going to be a thrill ride of a night, reminiscing about 450 episodes. And a lot of great people to have some great conversations with. It's going to be a barn burner of a night, so welcome in. And thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Wolves Den. Welcome. Hey, wait a minute. Who changed that to Wolves Den? Glenola.
I didn't change it.
You changed it to the Wolves Den. That's not what they used to say. That's fucking funny. I did not even notice that. You son of a bitch. This is not Starrcade. You did too. It was you or Froggy or Joe Lake or somebody. The Wolves Den. How dare you? That is ghastly. Life that's not funny.
Are here.
The Glenalians. The Glenalians are savage little bastards. We're not talking about them. They are not invited to the show. Kraken Skulls! Kraken Skulls in the house, one of our most valued members. An OG member, not to mention. An OG member is Kraken Skulls. And the Nightmare Damien, an OG superstar. So welcome in, my friend. 450 episodes. Kraken had a bit of a bad day today, ladies and gentlemen, so I was talking to him earlier. I said, listen, my guy, there's no better way to take the day's woes and give them a good slay than to join the broadcast team on TAV for Russell Wars Genesis, episode 450, with the co-host of the most, the host with the most. It is the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV, Kraken. You come and join your friends, and we build you up, and we make the rest of your day complete, sir. That's what we do. But anyways, Kraken, welcome in.
Yeah, join us on the broadcast, Kraken.
Yeah, if you feel like it, this is a celebratory episode, my friend. It is going to be a chill night of great matches. We are going to, of course, have some dirt sheets, and we may get into some lists. We may not. Depends how much conversing about the last 450 episodes we have to do, which could be a lot. I mean, Glenola and I have many things we can discuss, so that could happen too. But either way, anybody, I say it again, anybody that had access to the broadcast booth, if you have that access, you do not need to spend any Archiverse bucks. Simply join us on the broadcast booth at will. You do not have to redeem spit on the mic tonight. Do not. But anyways, yeah, it does really, I agree with you, man. It really does feel like we just planned the 450. Sorry. That's what we're doing tonight. It feels like we just planned. Jesus Christ. I took... Wow. You shut your mouth when you're laughing at me, goddammit. How dare you? Yeah, I see what kind of mood you're in tonight. You're in a trolling. I can see the night I'm going to have tonight. I can just imagine how the rest of the fucking night's going to go. But anyways, it feels like we were just planning the hundo, the first 100 show. And here we are, 350 entire episodes later, and it has been such a great time, so much fun. It doesn't even seem like it was that many episodes, but wow, it's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and you know, the time flies.
So when you got great people around too, I mean, you think about it. Look at the OG people still around. We still got KJ2294, J Negative Gaming. We've got Christian Cool. We've got Kraken Skulls. Timbo Slice is still lurking these days. He of course. I don't know who knows what about Timbo Slice, but Timbo Slice of course had an operation, so he's been getting life back together and other such things for himself before he gets back into streaming. But I know I have talked to him. He does lurk. So he's an OG member. You've got the Turret Man, Complete Geek TV. I mean, we've got so many members of the community that have been around since the Archiverse 1.0. So I mean, when you have great people like that, it's so easy to build a great community even bigger, because they, in addition to the show and everything we do live, they are one of the main reasons that draw everybody else in. People want to, because let's face it, we have a great community. We have a fantastic community full of great, brilliant people, creative people, and that draws people in.
Just look how much it's grown in the last 2 months.
Exactly. Literally in just the last 2 months.
It's just growing off of this awesome community.
Right? We're up over 1,300 followers on Twitch now. We have 427, is it, Glenola, I believe, on YouTube now? And that's from 2 just 6 months ago. Because don't forget, we didn't plug, we didn't utilize, so I was uploading VODs, exporting them from Twitch to YouTube just to have as part of a library, a content of library for us, right? Or a library of content. Man, I said that backwards. Good for me. But we weren't really utilizing the channel. I didn't utilize. I had 2 subscribers still, and I forget how many I had originally during the original heyday. But when I was e-fedding over 10 years ago, and we were writing stories about GOW Gods of Wrestling, which is where Elijah Archer was born, Typhus Tyson, and a few others that 1.0 and 2.0 members might remember. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history just in that itself, Glenola. Just in that itself.
But yeah, you're 427 on YouTube.
427. Yeah, but again, that's up from 2 because again, from over 10 years ago, we dropped from whatever we had all the way to 2 subscribers. So we were doing podcasts back then. Actually, you can still see the podcasts on the Archiverse channel. They are called Fed Hype Radio, and those podcasts are well over a decade old. And it's funny because I believe they say something like 8 years, but they're older than that. That's just when they were uploaded.
But I think I can safely say I've been here now 400 episodes.
Oh, at least.
Because we can never remember for sure what episode I started in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you type
joining the chat,
type !follow into the chat, it'll give you a rough idea.
Best physical condition of his life. He knows what it takes to reach the top here in WWE.
Where are we at now? 1 year, 10 months, 15 days, 15 hours.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're easily... Well, we're into our 3rd year now, but, I mean, you're easily at 400, if not right on the cusp of.
And that's just, it's an amazing thing, There's not a lot of streams that I hit this regularly for this long.
Yeah.
It's just following this thing goes.
Like I always say, there's a little bit of something for everybody in professional wrestling, and it's one of those things that can it just, whether it be the action side of things or one of the stories that has romance or the horror side of things when it comes to Bray Wyatt and people like The Undertaker over the years, you know what I mean? Whether it be the bar brawlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Goldberg, there's something in it for everybody. There's a little science fiction in there. There's a little bit of everything. And at the end of the day, like, look how many members we have that didn't even watch wrestling anymore, or don't watch wrestling, but yet they enjoy the Archiverse wrestling, right? And it's not just because of the wrestling; it's because of the people. But
I've said it. This is my wrestling. I don't watch it anymore because I didn't like the way the product was going.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on. When it comes to certain angles on television, it really, you got to have the right pairing, you know what I mean? Life says romance skits are strange, let's face it. Yeah, a lot of the times they are very strange. Although, you know what? Maybe awkward at times, but I wouldn't say strange, but they were very good, were the skits that Edge and Lita did together.
Yeah, Edge and Lita was good.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm surprised I'm saying anything good about it. But David Flair and Miss Hancock.
I mean, I try not to be too disrespectful of David. Sometimes I forget that he passed away. But
no, his brother passed.
Oh, that's right. It was his brother that passed. Reed Flair. I get them confused. Yes, David Flair, still, I probably shouldn't be overcritical on him either just because he's the Nature Boy son. But he really did suck, though. Like, why did the son of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, not have better instincts, natural instincts and ability than that? Like, it took his...
Taking away the instinct. How little work you have to put in and not take advantage of Arn Anderson, the Nature Boy. Totally new entry.
Exactly.
All these connections that can
help you, right? And you did nothing
from a young age.
I know. I know. It's frustrating to even think about.
Even Arn. Like I said, there was a promo incident in WCW where Arn was in the ring and called out David Flair. And my understanding, from what I've heard since then, is Arn just spoke from the heart. He was actually disappointed in it.
Well, did we not just read an article about that very same thing not that long ago? I swear we did.
I've mentioned it, that was
okay, maybe it was
what I have read in the past.
All right, maybe it's just a conversation then, but
yeah,
Kraken says, I can't believe it's been almost 2 years.
I know, isn't that strange, Kraken?
I know, right? Well, how do you think I feel? I'm 450 episodes later. Redeem highlight my match. Dead Rick. He does this. He does that. He's as quick as a cat. He's as big as a bull. He's a man called Drek. What's going on, Dedrick? Welcome in, buddy. Of course, we were just talking about, not that long ago, with you having the opportunity tonight to become a double champion and position yourself in line to become the very first male Triple Crown champion. How awesome would that be? I mean, I don't live in a fantasy world. That's kind of, sorry, I couldn't help but laugh at that one. I'm still laughing. Anyways, I understand that Archer can't hold the title forever, and who better to, carry that weight than Dedrick, the reigning defending WCW champion. Of course, as
I can think of one or two.
You can think of one or two. Well, of course you could. Of course you could. I mean, in 2023, I honestly expect Weapons of Mass Destruction and the Wolfpack to collide more than once. I really do. I see it coming. I mean, have you seen the amount of championship belts the Weapons of Mass Destruction are collecting? You should just run down the list just for fun. It's like, holy crap, man. Actually, let's do it. Let's have a look. This is crazy, but here we go. Let's start with the Archiverse champions. So, the World Television Champion, at least for now, because he, of course, has a matchup later tonight, but is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, Weapons of Mass Destruction. Women's World Championship, not necessarily directly Weapons of Mass Destruction, but in cahoots with the Doghouse and Team Dogface, so therefore, you know what I mean? Let's move to WCW, the man called Drek, also one half of the YTD Academy Grand Prix Tag Team Champions. So he holds 2 championships as a member of the Weapons of Mass Destruction. The European Championship has not been issued yet, so it is still vacant. I believe Glenola has a plan for that, but I won't talk about that right now. Of course, Honeybee has the WCW Women's World Championship because she's the Triple Crown champion, so she also has the YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Championship.
Yeah, but she's got a hell of a title defense Friday night.
Which we'll have to discuss. She has a she has a test tonight too, because Charlotte Flair the other night won contendership to challenge her again, and of course continue that rivalry. So again, Honeybee is the Women's YTD Academy champion. Mitchell Vaughn is also the YTD Academy European Wrestling Champion. Weapons of Mass Destruction, Dedrick, Team Dedrick, and Team YT Shadows, or Drek and Tony Stone, are the tag team champions for YTD Academy. And that's it, but that's a lot of championships for the Weapons of Mass Destruction right there. A lot of championships. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, look at Life going to work, just dropping those commands to pop up the champions. That would have been much easier, wouldn't it?
Probably.
That would have been much easier. Dedrick says the big question is, what role will the Wolfpack play? What about what time Dog was upset when I won a title? So many stories. Got to keep my head on a swivel. Yeah, I think it was supposed to say swivel. It says swivel though. St. Cone, a year, 8 months, 26 days, and 23 hours. Thank you, Joe Lake, for dropping the YouTube channel link. All right, so we're all caught up as far as that goes.
But
Good.
that's something else with this community. It truly is a community. You talk about the fam jam. But in a lot of ways, that's what it feels like. It's just a family. There's a couple that technically I met in Keystream. You, Kraken, felt like we've been friends our whole lives. You know? Met through the Archivers. Froggy feels like I've known him my whole life. It's something that this community that the bonds form very quickly and very strong.
And it's one of those things, like I said earlier, I feel like there's just something about professional wrestling that binds people together, especially in a live atmosphere, because it is such a good time, because you're interacting with the other fans of the show, and you're reacting to what's going on in the moment, and you're excited, you're having a good time, you watch these great matches, having good conversations. It just all fits together as pieces of a puzzle, you know what I mean? It just is, what enables us to keep the status quo of being the late night place to be.
I mean, I even count Christian Cool, in this.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
I still think of that one night Cool and I got everybody laughing their heads off.
God, yeah. The night you guys were going back and forth bantering, that was hilarious.
2 hours of just constant insults.
Much. I mean, even I at one point or another was like silenced and just listening to them go back and forth. I was like, oh my good God, did you guys have this rehearsed? It was awesome. And people loved it, let me tell you. The VOD views went poof through the roof. It was fantastic.
I don't remember what episode number that was, just so I could go back and watch it.
Yeah, I can't even remember. So, when things like that happen, we got to get better at highlighting things so that we can keep track of pivotal moments, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we keep VOD, sure, but who the hell wants to go back all the way to episode 100, all the way through and figure out what, you know what I mean? There's just certain things you forget, but...
Ones where great events happened and we lost them.
Well, that's what pissed me off. And what happened was that one time when I forget who I was discussing it with, but we had been discussing exporting videos. I thought, yeah, you know what, I should do that. So I immediately went in and went all the way back to episode 1, and I was just about to start, and then I noticed, episode 1, 3, 10, 22, I was like, what the so I started looking all over. I thought maybe I had it filtered wrong, and this and that. I'm like, what's going on here? And Twitch was literally just deleting my VODs at random. It was in no specific order. They would all just be listed as saying expiring in a certain amount of days. And I'm thinking, okay, but how do you determine which ones expire and don't? Because I still have VODs. Well, not now. I got rid of them. Anything I didn't need on my Twitch account anymore, I got rid of. And everything that is necessary and important is exported, so we're good to go. But, yeah, I didn't quite get that. How did they determine which ones, I can understand if they're too old, but they were also deleting ones that were newer at the time, you know what I mean? It made no sense to me. And I just lost my trust but now I understand they're not really a VOD storage anyways. They're meant for live streaming, etc. But, if you're going to allow us to store our VODs, at least give us the option of purchasing more space or something. If you're not going to offer the more space, give us a means of purchasing the space. Or something. Otherwise, everything just gets sent to YouTube, which is fine. That's good. We have a great time on YouTube now too, so there's that, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, we do, and we'll of course talk about that along the way. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy where we are. So much fun has happened. So many great moments and stories and wrestling matches and streamer teams coming in. I mean, we're at 108 streamer teams now. Right, that have wrestlers that are available to be called into battle. It's nuts. Nuts. Are they all active at once? No, but we have 108 streamer teams of people that still communicate with us but don't necessarily have time to be at every show, so therefore their wrestler is, taking a hiatus, but can and will probably return. But 108 streamer teams, 108 people from the community decided they wanted to be more interactive with the Archerverse and got involved by creating a superstar, becoming a streamer team, and some of those people even decided to join the broadcast. Another way to enjoy the show, different perspective. Anyways, before we keep going, and before I forget, and before I have myself an accident in the middle of the living room floor, yeah, I'm gonna go pee. So I leave you. I'm gonna. And I leave you with the great granola. I'll be right back.
And we have a winner. I'm gonna laugh a little bit. Our friends tends to do that. Leave to go to the facilities. Have we imagine? Life is great. That would be awesome.
Your boss is cute. Please be around a minute. Just be like maybe a detail.
From the top of the ladder to the floor.
The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable. They are waiting with bated breath for what's to come next. It's always disorienting taking those hits above the shoulders. Looking to unhook it here. Here we go. Looks to have a good grasp, but it's just not coming down. This has got to be frustrating.
Yeah, Kraken, head for man who just wanting to fight. I think that describes most of his career so far. Fighter and Bronx are doing. I'll tell you, Kraken. He's going for it. This could be in mentality. Reminds me a lot of the Wolfman. Just want to get in there and fight for the sake of the fight. That is it. That is all. Jeff Jarrett pulls it out.
And here's another glance of these superstars in action.
Hello there. With his parade unable to load available emotes. Damn Jeff Jarrett, emoji middle finger, likes contain, emoji middle finger, likes contain, emoji middle finger, likes contain,
I have returned, and I see we have a brand new #1 contender to the Archerverse World Championship in the name of Double J. Jeff Jarrett, man, imagine, and at this point, it really doesn't matter which one of them even win the matchup tonight. A clash between either Jeff Jarrett and Drek, or Jeff Jarrett and Elijah Archer, that is gold right there. That's a great matchup. So something to look forward to in the future, whether it be on a future episode of Wrestle Wars Genesis, or perhaps Jeff Jarrett waits until the first ever Archerverse Award Show, which is, of course, at the end of this month, when we finally induct all those deserving members that have been around since the Archerverse 1.0 into the Archerverse Hall of Legends. And of course, that arena that has been completed. It is built and ready for an unveil. And going forward, we will of course utilize that stadium, or it's actually an arena. We will utilize that arena for our award show and of course extracurricular activities that we do at the Archerverse, such as tournaments. So, congratulations to Jeff Jarrett, #1 contender to the Archerverse World Championship. Let's move on to the next match of the night, shall we? Shall we? Or shall we not? That is the question. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Should we recite some poetry? Perhaps we should. But anyways, next match.
What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet has fallen through the glass.
Indeed. But next, my God. Romeo, oh Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
Right here, bitch.
Oh my good God. Anyways, next match of the night is for contendership to the Archivers Women's World Tag Team Championship. The New Millennia, the former Archivers Women's Tag Team Champions, looking to dethrone the Wolfpack Gals in their attempt to become the new #1 contenders. But in the mix, Hardcore Country, Chyna and Mickie James. Of course, if Luke the Gooner is listening, lurking, or in the house, he is hard as a rock right now. Mickie James is in the house. Hardcore Country versus the New Millennia versus the Wolfpack Gals. The winners will be the new #1 contenders to the Archivers World Women's Tag Team Championships. Let's get things crack-a-lackin', shall we?
I'm going with the Wolfpack Gals.
You know what? I know DC's here. She's gonna hate me. But I'm going with the New Millennia here just because they are hungry. They are angry that they lost their titles. Alice Blade is still pissed off because she lost her World Junior Championship to January. I mean, as feisty and villainous as the Wolfpack Gals are, I don't know. And I don't mean to overlook Hardcore Country. If Luke the Cooner's listening, he might too also kill me or send me hate mail. But it's going to be a tough battle. This is an elimination matchup. It is an elimination matchup. Anything can happen. So there's that, right? There is that. All right, let me catch up with the chat here real quick before we start talking more about our past 450 episodes here. Archivers curse to leave and someone wins. Joe Link, how dare you point that out, sir? That's right, boo Joe Link. How dare you? I mean, why are we talking about my dismay here? Do you find humor in that?
Of course.
Do you find him... Nobody asked you. Did I say granola? No, I didn't. I asked Joe Link. Oh, good God. Kraken Skulls says hello there. Nope, that was Infinite Oni saying hello to Kraken Skulls, actually. Unable to load available emotes. DC's having trouble with emotes. Kraken Skull says, damn Jeff Jarrett. And like 4 middle fingers. He's like an octopus. DC Life, that was my emote. Joling says it's the Archer. I already read that. I'm sorry, brother. I'm just really proud of my characters and would like to keep track of where they are. January in particular. Welcome back, Arch. Thank you, DC. Particular, even.
Kraken Skull Stream.
What is happening tonight? I'm hearing someone talk in the background. Oh, that's probably the comments to speech, Kraken, that you're hearing. The History of the World, Part 2, Froggy says.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
DC says you can bet how you want. I want Honeybee's WCW title, Infinite Oni says. Well, when did I implement the comments to speech, Kraken? Probably about... I want to say shortly before Slammiversary 2 in December, I think.
That's what I was saying. Probably about 2 months ago.
Yeah, ish. Maybe 3, maybe. Around there.
Archer.
Why is there so many archers? Good God. That's my name, don't wear it out. That is ghastly. Glenola not really. He's a bit of a lone wolf besides little Joey and Damien.
Sounds right, with around 2. I'm just trolling a little bit, dude. Was it
DC says sounds right with around 2. Yeah, I think that is around. Kraken's trolling. Of course you are. Of course you are. I mean, what? It would not be a normal evening if Kraken wasn't trolling somebody, whether it's me or another member of the community. Was it before or after the soundboard? It was before the soundboard for sure. Definitely before the soundboard.
That's one way to get your attention, NX.
That's one way to get your attention. How dare you, you attention-seeking little fucker. All right. So, but anyways, what were we talking about?
The natural crowd noises.
Just after we
Millennials
mentioned
are Archer's friends.
Tag team action underway. Elimination room.
some of the past radio episodes, and then we get on to talking about. Recently we were talking about the Hall of Legends. Hall of Legends show. That is the end of the month. Yes, that's going to be a great show. So, in addition to inducting some of those deserving members into the Hall of Fame, and we actually read that list the other night. It's a fantastic list. Totally amazing people being inducted into the Hall of Legends at the end of the month. Brilliant, and been members of the Archiverse since 1.0, but except for Honeybee, of course, that managed to get herself inducted very early into her career with her feat of becoming the second ever Triple Crown champion. Both Triple Crown champions, women too, fantastic as that is. But yeah, so it's going to be a great time. We're also going to have matches throughout the night involving the people that are actually being inducted. We haven't, of course, decided what exactly that's going to look like. It's going to be more of a celebratory evening, so the matches are probably mostly going to be for competitive nature. But Glenola and Joe Link, Froggy Mothlegs, and a few of us will, of course, get together and decide what's best for that show and how it's going to play out. It's the first ever award show. We want to make sure it goes down unhinged and without flaw, if possible. So, and the only way to do that is
unhinged.
Definitely unhinged, yeah. Fair, definitely unhinged. But it's what we always try to do. Let's be real here. The show has gained its popularity and success not because I've done any one thing by myself, but because I've had continuous help and guidance and advice from everybody in the community. And so, I mean, I can take credit for a lot of things, whether it be the ring designs, barricades, announce tables, chairs in the audience, championship belts, wrestlers. None of that matters without having people there to enjoy it. And those people that are enjoying it happen to be the Archiverse community, which is a fantastic community that I'm blessed to be a part of. And I've met all those great people and continue to meet more great people, basically on a nightly basis, I guess, Bruno, you would say.
Though I will say, I wish we could honor one of the greatest fans of the Archiverse, but there's no way to predict when he'll show up anymore.
Which one?
Trash can.
The trash cans, I know. I was actually talking about the trash cans on Joe Link's channel because apparently, you know, in the land of Xbox, they really like to show people's asses a lot. So, you know, when at the Archiverse you see shots of the trash cans, and occasionally you see those nasty ring posts or even barricade shots. And not over in the land of Xbox. On Joe Link's show, we were looking at people's asses all night long. You know, one of those asses being Drew McIntyre, and as muscular and toned as that ass is, I'll be honest, I don't really care to stare at it a whole lot. You know, not really. I mean, I'm sure I don't speak for. I'm sure I don't speak for everybody. You know, me personally. I mean, I can admit that is a great ass, but I just don't want to stare at it. You know, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I can appreciate a nicely built person. You know, like, but I still don't want to. I don't. Yeah. You put Lita's ass there, or Mickey James' ass there, or you know. I mean, I can keep going. Stacy Keebler's, yeah, there you go. Hell, even Honeybee's got a nice ass, I mean, to be fair. But anyways, you get my point. At least I would think. Someone just got eliminated. Yeah, it was Mickey James, I believe, that got eliminated. Yeah. Mickey James. But I believe Rose Brewer was eliminated too, because I don't see her anywhere. The funny thing is I didn't hear a bell ring more than one time. But yet we are missing Mickie James and Rose Brewer. Right now, the new Millennia in very, very good shape in this matchup. And yeah, Rose Brewer is gone. She's been eliminated. So it is down to one, at least I think, unless she's just down and in on the other side of the ring. They just haven't got to that camera angle yet, perhaps. But
the last couple times I thought she was eliminated on things. Couldn't find out she's outside the ring.
That has definitely happened. Definitely happened. But as of right now, Rose Brewer not to be found. So it looks like we're down to one member of Hardcore Country, being Chyna. One member of the Wolfpack Gals, being Ashley Marie, who was the first ever Triple Crown Women's World Champion. Actually, the first ever Triple Crown World Champion, period. For that matter, again, no men have achieved that honor yet. And we have both members of the new Millennia still in there. The mother-daughter duo of Alice and Akira Blade looking strong in there. Looking good in there. Team Sir Jack the Greatest. Looking good in there. This will be the last show for a long time that I'll come to. I won't be online. I have a lot of IRL things I have to do. Just want you all to know so you won't worry about me. DC, you and I have discussed things and I understand what's going on, and that's a perfectly understandable thing. There's no need to worry about us thinking that I mean don't get me wrong, I'll probably message you from time to time whether I get a response or not, just to make sure you're okay. But I completely understand, and that's all I'll say, because unless you're willing to tell people what's going on, I'm not going to say anything. So, but at that, just so everybody knows, DC herself is fine physically. Some IRL stuff that, we don't need to discuss, but the DC completely understandable. And thank you for that, though. Thank you very much for that, That way we know you're not going to be around for a while. We appreciate you. You're one of the longtime members of the Archiverse. The OG VIP of TAV, so I mean, a valued member of this community is Distinctco. I keep getting impressed by Ricochet's ass, Foggy says. Life says Mickie James and Rose Brewer. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we've already determined that. How dare you try to fact check us there? Thank you, Archer, and you are always welcome to DM me, and I'll answer if I can. I will absolutely be DMing you, Distincco. I don't even think that's something you probably would even have to second guess. You know that I'm going to at least, and I will try to keep it to at least once a week. But you know damn well we're going to check on you. And thoughts and prayers to your entire family during everything you're enduring, by the way. Thoughts and prayers. And by the way, John, in West Texas, I did notice you were already here, but I didn't formally actually say hello to you yet, and I apologize for that. John in West Texas, welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you for being here. Episode number 450, a celebratory episode. All right. Alice Blade is out. Yes, that is correct. We are down to one member of each team. We got Akira, Chyna, and Ashley Marie. And Ashley Marie's in a little bit of trouble right now. Just got speared right off her feet. Akira Blade in good business. Look at this, Chyna! Chyna going to pick up the pieces, or attempt to. Oh, Ashley Marie gets the shoulder up. And now Chyna and Akira Blade taking turns. Oh, look at this. Ashley Marie with a reversal, but Akira Blade overpowering her here. Chyna wants a piece of Ashley Marie. And look at this, Akira Blade from behind. That's what she gets for interfering. Oh! Slams Chyna right into Ashley Marie. And look at this. Look at this. Another Irish whip. Oh! Crushed her. Kind of looked like Chyna clotheslined her right in the chesticles on the way in there, didn't it? That could not have felt good. It did look like that. That could not have felt good at all. Uh-oh. Akira Blade being set up here by China. Would look like a pedigree come. There it is. That might be all she wrote for Akira Blade. Oh, not even a 1 count. Wow. Or was she knocked out? She got knocked out. She is out of the competition. It is down to Ashley Marie from the Wolfpack Gals and China. And Ashley Marie's got that Fujiwara armbar locked in. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match. And new #1 contenders to the Archivers Women's World Tag Team Champions. Ashley Marie and the Viking Rose Brewer. They are the Wolfpack Gals. And they, of course, represent Team Glenola's Wolfpack. So congratulations to the Wolfpack. And, of course, to Rose Brewer and Ashley Marie, new #1 contenders to the World Tag Team Championship. Fantastic. Whoever holds those Tag Team Championships after tonight, of course, the women's tag team titles are on the line in just a little while. All right. Well, that was a great match. It really looked like the new millennia had something cooking there, didn't it? I mean, to be honest, I'm just right. I mean, I am literally a little surprised with the outcome of that one. A little surprised.
Interested to see.
Yeah.
How close is Ashley Marie to Rose Brewer?
I don't know.
On the records.
That's a good question. She would be close. She would be, especially considering Ashley Marie later in 2.0 was a little more active than Rose Brewer was.
Yeah.
You might be onto something there. We'll have to check that. We will have to check that. All right, next match of the night is a triple threat tornado tag team matchup. This, though, however, is just a one fall takes it all triple threat tornado tag team matchup. It is not an elimination matchup, but it is going to be very high octane and a very interesting and intriguing matchup because we got 3 teams all vying to become #1 contenders here to the Men's World Tag Team Championship. All 3 of these teams have been kicking things into high gear as of late, and now they are going to clash, including one of the newest tag teams on the block from YTD Academy, the Terrors, the Goon, and what's the other one? Is the Punisher?
Don't remember.
I forget now. They're a very new tag team, but they are called the Terrors, and of course taking on the Ultimate Maniac, Sting, and the Warrior, and to the far right, everybody knows the former World Tag Team Champions from Team Joe Link. It is the OG Kurt Jordan and the Soul Man Jay Simmons from Team J Negative Gaming, and of course Team KJ2294. They are phenomenal soul. And again, it is one fall takes it all. So let's get things rocking and rolling. Without further ado, triple threat tornado tag team action. Let's go.
I'm going with Phenomenal Soul on this. I mean, I can't really vote against Soul Man here.
Fair. I mean, I was probably going to go with them as well. I mean, though, again, as I did say, all 3 teams have kind of kicked things into high gear as of late, so it's going to be interesting. Sting and Warrior make a very good team. Of course, anybody remembers the Blade Runners back in the day. Sting and Warrior tag team together. The Thug. His name is the Thug, not the Punisher. It is Thug and Goon. The Terrors. I finally remembered. But anyways, they are YTD Academy sensations, and of course have earned the opportunity here tonight to showcase on WrestleWars Genesis. If they are able to complete their campaign, they will become, earlier in their career, the #1 contenders to the Archivers World Tag Team Championships. Huge feat for them if they can make that happen. But if anybody watched YTD Academy earlier today, there was some dark matches that took place. One of the teams, of course, involved was the Terrors, and they picked up a victory. So let's see if they can carry that momentum into tonight's live show. Can they do so? I don't know. They got 2 of the world's best teams to go through to make that happen. So, all right. So, anyways, so what would you say your let's say if you had to pick one moment from 1.0, a moment from 2.0, and I know 3.0's is still fairly newer, but if you had to pick a moment from each, what would your favorite moment be from 1.0, from 2.0, and then 3.0?
Well, 1.0, it's multiple moments. Well, I don't know. It's a toss-up. There's multiple moments, and then there's one moment. I'm not 100% sure it was 1.0.
The moment this match was announced,
which one?
Well, I'm not sure was 1.0 was when the Joshua Dabbs got targeted and just got beat up without doing anything about it, just standing there, and his clients just stood there on the apron.
They did. They just watched. Yeah. As they just kicked the holy hell out of Joshua Dabbs. That was fucking hilarious. That was 1.0. No, it was late. 1.0? It was late 1.0, yeah.
Okay, because the others was just watching Elijah Archer get punched in the balls, kicked in the balls every time he opened his mouth.
That also happened a lot in 1.0. I don't know what was with that. Every time he would get called out for a segment, somebody would kick him in the balls. And there'd be like 5 segments in the entire show, and that's the only time it would happen is when somebody would call Archer.
Everybody else got punched in the mouth.
Yeah, punch in the mouth or clotheslined or something, but not Archer. He gets kicked right in the gonads. Like, it was absolutely ghastly. But yeah, so that's your 1.0. So what would a 2.0 be?
90 Live.
Well, in all honesty, my favorite.
Life's hitting. Hey, have a good night, Life. Thanks for being here.
The one people would think it is. I'd have to say it's the
at a combined weight of
Christian Hart
54 pounds
versus the Wolfman.
Ah,
submission match.
Yes.
But I shouldn't say one. That wasn't the first time they faced each other.
Well, it wasn't the first time, but it was the first submission match, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I believe that was tail end of 2.0.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
The Infinite Hammerlock.
Yeah.
I love that match.
Yeah. It was mid to late 2.0.
As much as I love the Soulman Wolfman match, and everyone knows I love that match, I think the submission match, because it showed an aspect of the Wolfman that nobody expected until, he's going toe-to-toe with a submission expert.
Yeah.
And holding his own.
Yep. Holding his own and then won.
Yeah.
And then won, which was a big shock, and not to mention, how he won was the biggest shock. But, I mean, I don't know. I think a finger lock would have ended the match at that point. And
I do too.
yeah, and it wouldn't matter which one of them applied it. It wouldn't have mattered.
And now for 3.0, my favorite moment really is Ward's first match victory.
Yeah.
Not even scheduled, and he wins the match.
Yep. Not scheduled at all. And yet, somehow wins the match. He was the first person in history to do that. That was a crazy moment. And it's not the last time that's happened. I mean, even Archer's managed to pull that one off. But yeah, some strange moments. Like naked people coming to the ring. Bald and naked people. Yeah. And then, of course, some of the moments from what we could call the cosplay era. From T. Froggy Moth Legs and the Wolfpack, turning the Wrestle Wars Genesis into the world's largest epicenter for cosplay. I mean, to this day, he has never returned as Poindexter. I mean, he currently is 2Dex. And very impressive, by the way, since he became 2Dex. I mean, that last matchup he had was complete savagery. Savagery. Dominated. It was nuts. It's like he let the actual character go to his head. Although, to be fair, was there ever any you know, evidence that Poindexter was just one person.
Never changes. Unless I say it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's not many people that can pull off what he does in the ring.
Unless I say it does.
Joe Link says, highlights of Season 3 of the Archerverse. War wins match he isn't in. Archer walks himself.
That was classic, too.
That's not funny, Joe Link. Why did that have to be added to your moments? Why did that particular moment just need to be tossed in there like that? I mean, come on.
That was classic.
That is... Archer walks himself off of a cell. Kyle Riley puts himself through a table to lose a match. I remember that. That was so funny. Oh, my God. GGP let Dexter win a title off of one move. Oh, yeah. The old controversy story.
I honestly believe that was just a pure... the wind just completely got knocked out of it.
That was insane. I couldn't believe that even happened. I mean, the bell rang. Actually, who was he at the time? Was he Poindexter? No, he wasn't. He was... Actually, who knows? He's been so many different people, but...
The Dukester?
He was either the Dukester or he was Ghost Dex Rider, I think. I think he was Ghost Dex Rider. I think he was Ghost Dex Rider at the time. Either way, he came flying across that ring, corner to corner, coast to coast, like a missile, and just blasted GGP and picked up the 3, just bam. And I was like, whoa. It was just an insane moment. And let's welcome Punisher on the show, Team Up Punisher Gaming. Welcome into episode number 450, my friend. How's your day gone?
Pretty quick, actually.
Pretty quick? Now, is that a good thing? Like, is that because you were at work and it just blew by for you, or?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Hey, Punisher, what was that game you were playing last night? I can't remember the title.
Which one?
I believe it was an NES game.
Oh, I ended up playing 3 of them last night because I got aggravated.
There was one where
The first one was
a guy with like a gun.
Yeah,
Was it the Dukester, Froggy? Froggy says it was the Dukester that beat GGP, not Ghost Dex Rider. Yeah, so correction, Dukester beat GGP in 8 seconds to beat the record Joe Lincoln just set, which was 9 seconds. His was 8.
Hold on, I'll let you know.
Archer tied that, by the way, just saying. See how y'all want to make fun of Archer for walking off accidentally, of course. Accidentally falling off the cell, you know. Let's not forget he beat somebody in 8 seconds. So there.
Less than longer than
you bunch of villains.
Royal Rumble match.
That was also a great moment.
Yeah, Joe Link brought that up actually as one of the moments. It says, or wait a minute, no, maybe it wasn't Joe Link. Somebody mentioned, oh yeah, it was Joe Link. He said, and Christian Hart eliminated in 30 seconds after being number 30. You know what? Fuck. Oh my God, that was awesome.
No, that was pretty much it. That was actually one of the very few ones that's one of my very first streams I was in, actually. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. That was, well, we've been talking about just some of the moments over the past 450 episodes, and whether you're here 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, just 2 or 3 of your favorite moments that you can recall while being here. And of course, Joel Link had more than 1 or 2 moments. He had several. One of them being that. And of course, he has to add in the time Archer walked off the top of the cell. But you know,
well,
I mean, there was lights. There was lights in his eyes. He was tired. He wrestling on top of it. You know, there was things that factored in there. How dare you?
That's a pretty shitty excuse.
That is, I know. Nobody asked you. Like, truly.
That's fair. That's fair.
With one of the hosts, inviting in adult beverages.
Very much so. What was in that coffee, Archer?
There is that. I don't blame Archer. He tends to do a lot of, you know, extracurricular drinking. It is well known and documented, but man has gotten drunk and blown up people's vehicles. Yes, exactly. Yes. Hence why, you know, everybody convinced him it was a good idea to sell that. I mean, whoever thought it was a good idea to sell him a weapons manufacturing company to begin with?
Right.
That was crazy. That's, of course, an old story from way back When I first joined Twitch, we were called Archer Industries, and that's because the reason he was able to purchase a wrestling promotion was because he owned the world's largest weapons manufacturing company. And but it was a very bad thing for him, because not only did he like to drink, he also liked to play with weapons, and he had access to prototypes, and all kinds of stories came out of that. But some strange, even blowing up some of his friends' vehicles, chasing things like groundhogs, which is a bit of a long story we can talk about another time. But yeah, so wow. Needless to say, he was convinced to, it was perhaps a good idea for all of the world if he just sold that company, and he did. Now, the people that bought that company acquired the rights to not just the company, but also to the name Archer Industries. Therefore, it was a rebrand to the Archerverse. And he, of course, got 49.5% of WCW at the time from Vinny K, who was at that time majority shareholder. And then, of course, the Archerverse worked out a deal to purchase the NWA promotion and rebranded TWA, which is the Archerverse Wrestling Alliance. But sometimes people get confused with it. The Archerverse is, of course, the network, the TV channel. TWA is, of course, everything that you see being promoted. TAV, the Archerverse, that is just simply the letter, 3 letters in the Archerverse, and then Wrestling Alliance is, of course, the WA part of that. But anyways.
No, to answer your question, I was playing a game called Amagon.
Amagon.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the short fat guy?
Yeah,
How about the short fat guy?
Yeah, it was a mix of.
Sounds like a bad B-rated movie starring Christian Cool.
It was terrible. I mean,
yeah, I went there.
I played it before. I just couldn't remember the title.
Like it's a mix of almost like Contra, Mario, and bullshit.
Good God, that sounds chaotic.
Oh, it was insane.
That sounds chaotic. It
I
really
couldn't
does.
Get past like I was telling you earlier, I couldn't get past the first fucking level. It was bad.
Wow. Alrighty then. I'm sad I missed that. But so what happened is I knew you were going live, but I was over. Joe Link had his very first show. You probably didn't know, but he did a. To be fair, Joe Link, I'm calling your ass out right now. He did a terrible job of promoting that first show of his. Terrible. He needs our help for sure. But so there's no way Punisher probably knew about it unless he just happened to read specific.
Punisher, but then Joe Link had mentioned he was going live for his first wrestling show. Well, go ahead and rate him.
Yeah. So, but that would have been so. I still have to go back and watch Punisher's VOD because I want to see that. I have to watch him fail.
Yes.
There's that. I have to watch him fail. Can we get a shout out for Punisher, please? Because I'd like everybody to go watch him fail after the show, please.
There was a lot.
We got some joke times going on here. Glenola, Joe Link, Archer, Glenola again, and then Punisher. Why did I get 2?
Joe Link, you want my joke time? You want my joke time? It's in your pants.
Ooh, a tree of knowledge of rotten fruit from Punisher as well.
And one for me.
But that is not fair. Why do I get 2 jokes? Wow! Holy shit! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of the match and new #1 contenders to the Archerverse World Tag Team Championships. The Ultimate Warrior, the man called Sting, the Ultimate Maniacs are the winners and new #1 contenders. That is crazy. That is crazy. I thought I was with Glenola on that one. I thought Phenomenal Soul all the way on that one. But wow, the Warrior and Sting are now on their way to a tag team championship matchup. Wow, fantastic. Congratulations to the Warrior and Sting on becoming new #1 contenders. All right.
So you switched up the... Nice. All right.
So, sorry, what did we switch up?
Oh, I was just looking at the tag team.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was literally just talking about that. I should have probably correlated that a lot easier. But anyways, so before you do your Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit, because I know that might take a bit, let me get the next match of the night underway here. Here we go. Let's go. Time to keep the ball rolling. This is for the Archerverse World Tag Team Championship. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to be for the faint of heart. These guys are going to go to war. It is going to be an absolute battle. It is an elimination-style matchup. World Tag Team Championships on the line. It is the Sisters of Destruction from Team Soul Embers and Team The Disciple of Darkness. It is Annabelle and Jenny Black taking on Britt Baker, DMD, and Amber Extreme from Team Joe Link. They are the Outlaws, and they are the reigning defending champions, putting their titles on the line. What do you guys think? Who walks out champs? Is it going to be a title retention? Or do the Sisters of Destruction once again rise to the top of the food chain and become World Tag Team Champions? I'm going with the Sisters of Destruction here. No offense, Joe Link. Sorry, buddy, but I'm going with the Sisters of Destruction because I know they are still very angry about losing those YTD Academy Tag Team Championships. So, there's that. What do you guys think?
I think title retention. I'm always big on the title retention. It's a lot easier to keep it than to win it.
Fair. That is a very fair assessment.
Yeah. I'm actually going to agree with Punisher.
You're agreeing with Punisher on this one? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going with Sisters?
Yep.
All three of us are going for the Sisters of Destruction here. No offense, Joe Link. I mean, we may be a little offensive, but...
I still don't think...
Well, I mean, it's just they are angry about losing their YTD Academy titles. I mean, they're not just going to be looking for retribution on that. This is an opportunity for them to take out their frustrations on a whole different set of tag team champions. They could be walking out Archerverse World Tag Team Champions and then go back and challenge for the YTD Academy Tag Team Champions. I mean, they could eventually become double tag team champions if they, if their campaign is able to come to fruition. What do you guys think?
Try not to think. I think all day.
I mean, I'm not overlooking the Outlaws here. Let's face it, Britt Baker, DMD, Amber Extreme, formidable tag team, great champions, singles competition and tag team competition. So, I mean, I'm not overlooking. I just really think that the Sisters of Destruction, I mean, I think they've just been on such a roll lately. That loss is a bit of a setback, but I mean, I believe they just come right back, bounce back, and right back to the top of the food chain. I guess we'll find out, because that matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is next. Let's go. All right, so Punisher, Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit.
Superstars which want to become
Of course, if you don't remember exactly what that entails, that is simply a story that you can feed us, and it can be either completely true or completely bullshit, and everybody has to figure out if you're telling us the truth or lying to our faces, technically ears.
Yeah, right. Alright, I got one.
Okay.
Around Halloween, taking my kiddos out and about, and on our way back home, stopped by this lady's house that's right down the street. And, my daughter has going around walking with a cane. She goes up to the house, what have you, knocks on the door. Woman, dead face, looks at my daughter and asks if she was Helen Keller for her Halloween. I had to literally bite my inner cheek before I walked away, because I was going to say something to her for being a complete ass. And my wife told me I needed to relax because it was Halloween and not know what it was, a situation and this, that, or the other. But at that point I looked at my wife and I told her, tell me you're racist without telling me you're being racist, you know what I'm saying? Just don't assume someone's a Helen Keller.
TV championship matches, 0.
A Helen Keller.
It's not, I mean, like, it's not great, but by all means, go up there and
they are ready for a fight. And
not a great one, but it works.
I'll say true. Cone says true.
Yeah, I'll go with true on that one. Let's see what everybody else says.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up. And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
What you guys think?
True. Yikes and true.
Are you talking to us? You're not talking to us.
I'm
we are
talking to chat.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, because we had already said that. Okay.
Froggy
Yes.
says true. Yikes and true.
Well, I'm gonna let you know that is 100% true. And the
I
only
was
reason
just, I was only guessing based on fluidity. I mean, I don't know.
now
I went with
I'm
the
gonna-
emotion in the voice.
I'm going to explain
That too.
why I got so upset about this. My daughter has ocular. She can't see well. She's technically legally blind, so she has to walk with a walking
One of
cane.
these teams are going to have to work in unison.
And she has pure white hair, you know, and she has albinism. And
Okay.
I could hear you trying not
for those who don't know what that is, her eyes don't have the best way I could describe it is it's almost like a Kodak camera with the black film. When you take a picture, that black film disseminates, you know, the colors and this, that, and the other. It filters the light all the way around. Well, my daughter, our eyes are the same way. My daughter doesn't have that filter to block out the light, so the light just kind of goes into the back of her eyes and then comes right back out.
I think a lot of people just automatically like correlate albinism with like having very fair skin and no pigment in their hair, stuff like that. But there's a lot of different variations of it, I guess, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And mine, with my daughter.
Wait, I'm sorry to
it
hear
affects-
that your daughter's legally blind. Now, is that something that can be corrected later on when she gets older? Are they willing to do
No.
anything for that? No, she's just that's okay.
No.
Now, is that a something from birth?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's like a 1, and I can't remember the ratio, but it was like a really high number right happening.
She's how old now?
She is 6.
6. Yeah, bless her soul. Bless her soul.
Yeah, she's 6 years old. Oh, don't give her any kudos. She's a little pain in the ass.
I knew that was coming. Can't all daughters be, though? I gotta tell you.
I mean, like
my daughter, I literally refer to her as Mini Sheen because there's a very strong resemblance there. But I mean, she's my little sidekick. I love her to death. But she knows how to push my buttons. There's very few women on the planet that can push my buttons like she does. And part of it is my own fault, you know, because she's my last little, and I've kind of brought her up in the princess manner, which means she can say basically whatever she wants to dad. Dad says very little, and even though people are in my ear, like mom and everybody else, are like, you know, you really shouldn't let me talk to you like that. And I've started kind of trimming that down, but I've kind of waited a little too late. And believe me, there's a lot of people that would tell you that, and I've heard it over and over. And they're not wrong. I'm not saying they are. But yeah, so she can be very sassy, and she can she's got that ability of controlling me, and that's not something I'm used to. And I'm not a weak-minded person. I'm very strong-willed, there are those people in the world that can do it. There's very few of them, thankfully, but my daughter's one of them. And
my daughter, she thinks she can. And she gets away with a lot because I know who her parents are. But what she can't see in sight, she makes up with in mouth and knowledge. And it aggravates the shit out of me. Because she'll get us on the one-liner stupid dad jokes without even trying.
What it is, you know what it is? I think I figured it out. I think I know what our problem is, Barsher. And I have something, I have a path of blame here even that does not even involve us. You're going to love this. You're going to love this.
I'm all ears.
Right? So, we should have never, well, I guess it's kind of our fault. but we can eliminate ourselves at some point because it wasn't. At the end of the day, the entirety wasn't our fault. We did not do it, but we should have never read the little engine that could.
I know, it's my own fault.
That right there. See, the guys are like, "Yeah, it's a choo-choo train. Woo, let's play the choo." And the women, though, the girls, little girls that are trained to be women at the age of 0, I'm pretty sure they're in womanhood school while they're still in the womb. But they come out and they see a book like that and they pay attention to all the details of the engine's little engine's sad. He doesn't know the kid. He's got a low self-esteem, Daddy. It's like, oh my good God, can we just get to the end of the book? Please.
Like 100% agree.
You know what I mean? It's like, and you know what else? You know what else? We blame the author, because if they had not written the book, The Little Engine That Could, we wouldn't have thought, oh, this is a cute little book, we should read this to our little darling. Not realizing that our little darling daughters are reading far more into that than they should have, and now they know how to be mind manipulative.
I blame my wife for that one.
Fair, I can't do that, though.
I can, and I do all the time.
I hope she's not in the same room as you right now, and if she is, we are not responsible for any of this, Mrs. Punisher. We do not condone or back his decision to verbally bash on a tirade anything to do with past involvements with parenthood. Just making that clear. Glenola, Glenola and I. Yes, exactly. No, Punisher. Glenola and I aren't done. You're not getting us killed. How dare you?
I'm not. Oh, don't worry. It's not a killing thing, because me and my wife go back and forth. That's why I kind of like me and her kind of work, because we'll spit and spat back and forth and don't really give a shit what we say, because we know we don't really mean it. And our favorite saying to say to one another is,
"Yeah, Punisher is in a room all by himself."
You are right. I am. But
it reminds me of that episode where we had people from all different decades, and yet here you got Punisher in a man cave all by himself, probably singing and bopping along to that song by Tiffany.
No. I'm actually trying to work on a certain female superstar.
I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Fuck.
Actually, have you seen Tiffany lately, Archer?
No, I have not. Is she? What? Is she really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess she wasn't.
She's early 50s.
So I guess she wasn't terribly ugly when she was younger either. But it was the hair, man. I couldn't get past the hair. It was like, what is that? Yeah, when she would pop back and forth.
See, as a kid, I thought Debbie Gibson was cute. But yeah, Tiffany came hot.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
Debbie, for that matter.
I'm gonna have to check that out later. Here I am making fun of a potential still early to mid 50s human being that is hot. Great.
And I do have a tree of knowledge, Roger.
Say that again.
I have a tree of knowledge, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
And actually, you're the one that put me in mind of the story.
Oh, good God.
Talking about Archer chasing around groundhogs. Quite a few years ago, there was a mouse in the house, and it was jumping over traps. We couldn't trap it. So one night I got fed up and I grabbed a 12 gauge. I was chasing this damn mouse around the house with a 12 gauge.
I'm never coming over to your house.
There's a tag.
I'm putting that out there right now.
Worst part is, this little bastard got away.
That's gotta be true.
I'm definitely going true on that one.
You couldn't even get through it without laughing.
Is this true?
I-100 believe this.
In the midsection. The challenger not looking good right now. And we are in the
This is the rest of the chat moment to
Ask yourself, how far can you keep swimming?
Joey says true.
I zoomed out, so I no idea.
Go zoom out, so she has no idea.
Dude, I zoomed out? Yeah, I think she meant I zoned out. I zoomed out, so I have no idea. I couldn't see anything.
Well,
Definitely meant zoned out. You didn't have to see anything to hear what Punisher was talking about.
Right.
I pulled a Boss Apollo. The story is true, but it didn't happen to me. It was a good buddy of mine. Very good buddy of mine had this mouse, and I had actually seen it. It had his hole was behind a entertainment center that was just barely wide enough to put a mouse trap in behind it, between the and the wall. This mouse would jump over the damn trap.
Sequence of reversals.
Well, I mean, they are clever little fuckers.
And so one night, my buddy just got fed up, and he grabbed the 12-gauge shotgun.
Jesus Christ! For a mouse!
That is. There's no fucking
wait
way.
a minute. Wait. Whoa.
He
What?
didn't watch Ratatouille, did he? Like
He shot at a mouse with a 12 gauge and missed?
Dear God.
Wow. I mean, that man should never go hunting ever.
Take his Ford card.
Yeah, he should never be allowed to fire that shotgun ever again. Ever again, I say.
I'm sure, because the night it happened, I wasn't there. I'm under the impression that he may have been imbibing in some liquid substances.
Drunk or not.
Guys, I don't know if you've been paying attention to this fantastic tag team matchup, but it is right now, I think, down to one member of the Sisters of Destruction against both members of the reigning defending champions.
But the way I heard about the story was, I visited 2 days later, noticed some holes in the wall.
Jesus Christ. That's missing by a lot.
Alright guys, while you guys are discussing this, I'm just going to run and grab myself a beverage. My throat's a little dry, so I'll be right back. I know that is not funny. He is not having any of said beverage. However, I may. But that said, I have 2 jokes when I get back, but if you guys want to do yours or continue talking like talking, whatever you guys want to do, I'll be right back. Enjoy the match.
No, she kicks out. You got a question. How much is it worth? How much is it worth to continue through
What was it? I mean, like, for real, what was it? I want to know, what was his thought process going straight to the 12 gauge? Did you ever get an answer?
He figured out that mouse wasn't going to get away, but it did.
Boy, God. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell that story at work tomorrow, and I want to come back to you with a full report of how everyone called him a dumbass. That's great.
I'm not disagreeing with you completely. So. But when Archer was talking about how Elijah Archer chased Groundhog, so I had to tell that story.
That is. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. That is insane. Oh, did Archer go over the dirt sheets over what happened with Jerry Lawler?
This could be big.
Either yesterday or today?
Missed it.
From the heavens.
Lawler ended up having a pretty bad stroke.
Oh, I hadn't heard, but I was in a few minutes late, so.
Yeah, he ended up having a stroke, and I guess he was in, I can't remember if he was at a store parking lot or something like that, but I guess passerby saw him, and he was in a state to where he really couldn't speak for a little while.
Yeah, as of 4 hours ago, it looks like he was rushed to a hospital where he underwent a medical procedure. His condition said to be serious. You know, but he's awake and not in critical condition.
I was extremely upset. I was like, no way. 2023 is taking enough celebrities as is already. If you leave the king alone.
I still remember, and they mentioned it in this article I'm looking at about the heart attack on the live broadcast from 12.
Can the champion respond with their back against the wall? A big
I have returned and made it back before the end of the match. I see it is down to, is that Annabelle? That is Annabelle and Amber Extreme for the Archivers World Women's Tag Team Championship. And by the way, which one of you fuckers were betting while I was gone that I was going to miss this match?
Oh, absolutely no one.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's not some snide comment from Joe Link or Infinite Oni.
Nope, didn't even cross I don't even think it crossed our minds, really.
Fantastic. What did I miss in conversation to be?
No, I didn't know. Good old Jerry the King Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler, okay.
Yeah, he ended up having a stroke earlier today.
No.
Really bad. Yeah,
oh man, I didn't know because I didn't finish the dirt sheets.
Serious condition.
Yeah, he.
Oh, that's terrible.
While I was at work, I read up on it before I got off.
Do you guys remember when he had the heart attack on live TV?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, that was insane. Like, and it was like it was just so real. It did. It killed the entire evening. Especially,
they did the right thing by continuing the show. They did the right thing.
Yeah.
Because at that time, nobody knew how serious it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
However, there was no energy after that.
Nope. The energy was sucked out of the building. Like the life of the night was just gone. People were so concerned about what was going on with Jerry the King Lawler that the rest of it wouldn't have mattered who came out to the ring that night. The electricity was gone. But but yeah, anyways. What do we want?
I guess good old Lawler, I guess, collapsed in a parking lot somewhere, and a couple of bystanders went and noticed him and checked on him, and he was in a non-talkative state for a little while. He had a pretty severe stroke.
Wow, that's great. Do you have an article with any source material referencing it, or
all over the internet?
Just so we can get a little more detail about what actually happened. If there is more detail than what Punisher just gave us already, that could be in a nutshell, really. But.
Okay. This article is going to be TMZ.com.
Okay.
That's where I heard it from.
I mean...
Report. Now, this was today, 11 a.m. Report. Jerry Lawler suffers medical emergency, rushed to hospital.
One second. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of the match, and still Archivers Women's World Tag Team Champions from Team Joe Link, and of course the Outlaws. It is Amber Extreme and Britt Baker, DMD, and they are still your reigning, defending Women's Tag Team Champions. Great match. I looked for a little while there like Annabelle might make a comeback there, but the team of the duo of the Outlaws were just too much at the end of the day for just Annabelle. Unfortunately, Jenny Black had been eliminated pretty early.
Here are your winners and still
wow.
the women.
All right, so we'll move on to the next match of the night. Infinite Odie says boo!
That was certainly no easy task surviving against the rest of the competition
All right.
in this match. Against all of the odds.
Move a superstar to TAV. I'm missing something. I'll have to go back and check the rest of the...
I didn't catch...
No, I didn't catch. I'm going to have to go back or backtrack, or somebody's going to have to see. He might be talking about January moving from WCW, perhaps. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that out. All right, here we go. All right, next match of the night. This is for the Archivers World Tag Team Championship, and we've got the reigning defending champions, the Primetime Players, that have been pretty much unbeatable. They had one little hiccup and lost the tag team titles, but clawed their way right back to the top of the food chain, won the titles back, and have been defending them ever since. Tonight, the Weapons of Mass Destruction and Demolition looking to dethrone Primetime Players, and this is a triple threat tornado tag team matchup, but it is not just an ordinary triple threat tag team matchup. This is a Crimson Eliminator. The only way for either team to win is to eliminate all of their opponents by making them bleed. So it is going to be a banger of a match. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, because it's going to be a slobber knocker. But that said, guys, what do you think? Who walks out the tag team champions? The reigning defending champs, Weapons of Mass Destruction, or Demolition?
I'm going to say Demolition, just because they've been my favorite.
I'm going Demolition.
You're going Demolition as well? Well, they are the 8-time World Tag Team Champions. If they won tonight, they would be a 9-time champions. That would be phenomenal.
9-time.
Please don't.
Please don't. Oh my God! Flashbacks to Booker T. Oh, and he had to make sure he did it every single time he was out there, and it was just, oh my God! It's just so redundant now. But I mean, I get it, and now all these years later, it's just kind of an iconic thing that took place. You know what I mean? Even though it was like, stop, for God's sakes. At the time, now it's like, oh, that was so cool. But you kind of look at things with a different perspective as time goes on with anything. I guess that's one of them. So, but all right, here we go. Primetime Players, the Weapons of Mass Destruction, and Demolition going to battle for the Archivers World Tag Team Championship. Let's go.
Oh my God, who's doing that?
Is that Kraken Skulls? No, it's not. It's Glenola. Sorry, Kraken. I apologize, Kraken. I just assumed. I just, when Kraken's here, things happen. Trolling being one of them, right? So, but I apologize, Kraken. To be fair, I blame Infinite Oni. I blame Infinite Oni. He should really do a better job of keeping his community members in line and not having them behave in strange ways and I'm trying to read the chat as I'm speaking here.
Introducing the challenger.
January wants to stay in WCW. January is welcome in WCW.
Wait a minute. Apparently, thanks to Sir Jack the Great, as January is now going to TAV. Well, we didn't know what he was talking about, Infinite. We were just taking a guess. We didn't. Oh, but then he's got, he actually redeemed. Wow, he dropped 15,000 Archivers bucks to have January moved from WCW to Wrestle Wars Genesis. Wow. Hey, by the way, did everybody see January's match earlier today against the very person Honeybee has to defend the title against later tonight? That was interesting. That told a big picture too, by the way, especially depending on what happens tonight. But anyways, January, go ahead.
I think we need to overrule that. If the person doesn't want to change, somebody shouldn't just be able to say, well, I'm going to change them.
No, I mean, if you don't want to go, if you're happy in WCW, Oni, we can refund that. As a matter of fact, Glenola could do that right now if you want. We're perfectly fine seeing January in WCW. She's whooping ass over there. I mean, she is the Junior World Champion en route to challenging Honeybee for the WCW World Championship. I mean, I can understand. Okay, he wants to say, can we refund that, please?
I'm working on it now. Yeah, I just don't think that's right. I could redeem something and move a person just, and they would have no choice. I could move Archer to WCW.
Yeah, I mean, you can move anybody, but if that person decides they don't want to go, we're not going to force that, because they might be, like, the Infinite Oni is happy with January's performance in WCW, so that's fine. It's got to be something you work out together for sure, but always a possibility in the future as well, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, we might want to make that,
or like Joe Link says, you guys can always go to war over at YTD Academy. Yep. All three brands are at YTD Academy.
At a combined weight of 577 pounds, Demolition!
All right, Demolition, the 8-time World Tag Team Champions, making their way to the squared circle. And we got some joke times to do still. I should probably start that off, I guess, because we keep talking about different things, and we definitely... All right, let's see here.
I hate we haven't got Demolition again. Only time was 2012. I'm not going to make it to the end. I'm passing out now.
Oh God. Okay. Glenola. Did you hear about the robbery last night?
Who watched the vlog latches?
Oh God.
No. Punisher, did you hear about the robbery last night? Did anybody else hear about the robbery last night? There was a robbery last night. Did you hear about it?
No, but I was trying to hear.
Big in the news, trending worldwide. Yeah, 2 clothespins held up a pair of pants.
That was a good one, Archer.
That was so fucking stupid, it's funny. 2 fucking clothespins held up a pair of pants. What?
I can't deal with
So
this
it was
shit.
one of those jokes where I actually had to click on something for the answer reveal, so I didn't know the answer either. Oh my God. That's the stupidest fucking joke ever, but it was funny.
I'm disappointed in you, I really am.
I'm disappointed in myself. How dare you?
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, okay. Mr. Smarty Pants, Mr. I'm a comic genius. Where's your joke, Mr. Punisher? Actually, doesn't Punisher have a joke to tell? I believe he does.
I already said it.
Did you? Was it funny? I must have missed it.
Yeah, I said it was in his pants.
What was in his pants? Oh, the joke's in his pants. Right. Right, I do recall that now, actually. But I mean, that's not a good joke. Not for a joke time redeem. You spend Archerverse bucks. That is
all right.
You need a redemption joke now. Redemption joke.
I'm pretty sure Bret Hart's going to be in
Well, while he's fighting one.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's shit.
Archer.
Yo, Honeybee Wrestling! Welcome in.
Hey, Honeybee.
Pretty sure Bret Hart's going to be on WWE 2K23 again. I believe so, Infinite Oni, yes.
So Honeybee Wrestling.
And if we could get a shout out, never mind, Joe Link's already all over it. Thank you for the shout out for Honeybee. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you know why spies hate farms?
Why do spies hate farms? Let me see.
Would be nice if we had different legends.
Why do spies hate farms? I don't know. Why do spies hate farms?
Because the corn has ears and the potato have eyes.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's not overly humorous, but I mean, that's another so stupid it's funny moment, at least. Alright. Yeah.
Alright, I got one for you.
Here we go! Punisher's guy. I still got another one to do myself. Actually, so do you, Glenn. We both have two, don't we? Or was it just me? Was it just me? Probably was just me. Oh, fine. Whatever. Nobody asked you. Doesn't even matter if I did. How dare you? Fuck. I found another stupid joke.
What does a blind gynecologist read?
Oh, I'm not going to read that one, though. Why did it what?
What does a blind gynecologist read?
What is a blind gyne... You know, if Boss Apollo was here, he would somehow...
Sorry, excuse me, a deaf gynecologist. What does he read?
So, if Boss Apollo was here right now, he would somehow turn this into a dog answer. So I'm going to avoid that.
You damn right!
Yeah. Yeah.
Reads lips!
Reads lips. Good God.
Archer's got 2 more jokes.
What? How do I have 2 more jokes? How the fuck do I get 2 more jokes?
This is better than a swear jar.
Punisher got a joke. Who got a swear jar?
I said at least it's better than a swear jar.
Oh, better. Why do people keep talking about that? Are we like begging for a fucking swear jar here? We do not need a swear jar. Anyways, I have another joke. Glenola now has a joke. And Punisher also has a joke. So let me see. I do have another stupid joke here.
I don't have another joke.
Yes, you do. Or did you request a joke then? Oh,
Yeah,
you gave me another one. Son of a... God damn it. All right, 2 jokes coming up. What? First of 2 stupid jokes. I'm just being real. All right, so guys, how do you cure a headache? Chat as well. Chime in on this if you will. How you know, aside from sex, of course, how does one cure a headache? I just wanted to throw that in there because if Kraken Skulls was here, I was going to hear something about a dildo and an ass. So I mean, no, I'm serious. I got to throw it out there. Aside from sex, before we end up with a dildo story. The blind dog.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
Boss Apollo. Boss Apollo makes you laugh. He's crazy. Alright, but anyways. Nobody wants to take a shot at this one. What about you? What do you say, Punisher?
I say nothing.
I say nothing. How do you cure a headache? Glow, what do you think? You're going with the blind dog.
I'm going with the blind dog.
Okay, so how you cure a headache is this. You put your head through a window and the pain will just disappear. You see what I mean? Fuck. Where are these jokes to the internet? I usually tell ones that are so bad I want to boo myself out. That's not funny. How dare you laugh at me? Oh my God. What? What? Fuck. Oh my God. Alright. Oh, moment please.
So good you can't even read it.
Oh my, it's just so fucking dumb. Okay. Guys. Hold on. Oh my God. That's a little bit of fucking relief. A little bit of break. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match. And still, the Archivers World Tag Team Champions. These guys are fucking monsters, I'm telling you. Oh my good God. J.R. Black and the great champ Jackson, they are the prime time players, and they are still, after that Crimson Eliminator, your reigning, defending, and undisputed Archerverse World Tag Team Champions. They're in. Who the hell is going to take the titles from them? Oh my God. It is insanity. Alright, joke 5. Why do I have 5 fucking jokes? Oh my good God. Thank you.
Lord.
What do you mean, thank you? I'm not thanking you for 5. Next redeem. There's no redeem. There's no, there's son of a bitch. You swine. You know goddamn well there's lag on my gut. I should fucking ban you right now. That is ghastly. That is deceit. Punisher, stop laughing. It is not funny. Glenola.
I'm loving this.
You would be. You would be. It is ha ha ha. Archer got caught in a fucking swear jar. Ha ha. Absolutely ghastly. My God. Exactly. Infinite only. Exactly. How dare you slip that swear jar in there like that? You know what? Never mind.
Nope. You're gonna tell us.
No, I am not. You know what? I may finish the joke because technically the ban doesn't begin until, well, it's 15 minutes. Is it 15 minutes?
Swear jar. The remainder of the matchup.
And then he slips in a joke 6 too, by the way.
No, that's why I put as joke 6.
Oh, that's how I missed the fact it was you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Fuck.
And hey Archer,
shit.
You
shit fuck.
Remove the God.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work for a swear jar, Punisher. Unfortunately.
Oh, that face.
There is no speed up for a swear. That's why the son of a bitch hit it in there like that, because he knew I was gonna go. Oh, there's a fucking 4, 5, 6.
But no,
that's funny to you.
God complex.
Oh,
that is
extremely funny.
I'm happy. I'm so happy that my dismay gives you pleasure.
When did you
I didn't have to say
Archer?
it.
What's that?
When did you remove God complex?
Oh, quite a while ago. It was just too unfair. People were spending Archerverse bucks left and right. We were just refunding them left and right because people were dropping the God complex, so I got rid of it.
Because I know you had limited it to like 1 per person or something like that.
I did, yeah.
So,
but it was still redeemable multiple times throughout a show because of that as well. So it was either further cool it or just get rid of it. And I just got rid of it. What's part of the show is part of the show, but still, that's not the point. You're part of the broadcast. You are not in the chat room supposed to be spending Archerverse bucks having a good time. You are supposed to be on my side, my show, my broadcast. How dare you slip that fucking thing in there like... Oh, by the way, can we refund Punisher? Before we forget?
yeah.
Because that's 7,500 Archerverse bucks.
Oh, no.
That is 7,500 smackers.
There we go.
Needless to say, I still have 3 jokes. 4 technically, because I was still in the middle of the second, was I not? Or no, that was the third I was about to tell, I think.
The third, yeah.
That excludes swear jar. Yeah, it doesn't work for this. Yeah, we already figured that one out. All right. Anyways,
I was actually going to give you the God complex. Let you do it again. I just wanted to catch you in the swear jar.
Before I accept my 15 minutes of punishment for my own, it isn't. It's what?
It isn't 15. It's the remainder of the match.
What? Who changed that? Glenola.
That's what it says in the thing.
Did you change it?
I can't change your redeems.
Actually, the only person that can do that is Bromer. Interesting. It was 15 minutes because the only other 15-minute redemption. Is the
No, it was for the full match.
Was it always the full match? I thought it was only 15 minutes. That is disgusting.
Maybe not at the very beginning.
Number for a chance to win a channel
Well, who the hell kept me thinking that was a good idea?
Number to win a YTV
I mean, how dare all of you at that point?
matches, 0.
How dare all of you? I mean, you know you can't trust me with stuff like that. We have seen it time and time again. How many times have we caught in swear jar, for instance? Yet that's still there for some fucking ungodly reason. It is not funny. Not funny. Anyways, I will tell my... Are you having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Happy to amuse. Happy I can be your entertainment for the evening. Would you like a lap dance?
The traitorous, treacherous bastard has to strike.
The traitorous, treacherous bastard. Oh my good God. Alright, so I will tell my joke before I accept my ban, but... Next match tonight is for the Pure Wrestling Championship. Jalen Wilson has not chosen to champion the challenge, so he has to defend that championship, and the challenger from Team Infinite Oni, Matthew Ultraviolet, challenging the champion. This is going to be a very interesting battle. I've seen both in the ring. Jalen Wilson, very impressive. He was the first YTD Academy superstar to become the world champion. Matthew Ultraviolet has been very impressive since day one. Involved in some multi-man matchups, has already had some opportunity on Starrcade. Now tonight, Wrestle Wars Genesis looking to capitalize on yet some more opportunity and take out Jalen Wilson. What do you guys think?
I like Ultraviolet.
You like Ultraviolet? Now this is Falls Count Anywhere. It is a single fall, wins it all, but it is Falls Count Anywhere for the Pure Wrestling Championship.
He got lucky.
I think I'm going to go with Neon Kano.
Okay. Neon Kano.
Yes! It's stuck!
Wow.
It fucking stuck!
It did. Leave it to Glenola to bring that back up.
See a complete list of champions
Jesus
from each
Christ.
respective brand.
Alrighty then. Okay, well, let's get to the next match of the night. It is the final match before the championship rounds, when we will begin betting on the final 3 matches of the night. You'll get to earn yourself some Archiverse bucks, so get ready to put your Archiverse bucks where your mouths are for the next 3 matches. But Pure Wrestling Championship, Matthew Ultraviolet Team Infinite Oni against the reigning defending champion, Jalen Wilson. Let's go! Alright, so I'll do my joke really quick and then accept my banning for the match. Let's see, where was it? Oh, yes! The next stupid joke, now that I've been able to calm my hormones a little bit here. Anyways, guys, why don't traffic light... Oh, God, here we go again. Anyways, let's do it quick. I can do it. Why don't traffic lights ever go swimming? This is so stupid. Fuck.
I don't. Why?
You're thinking and laughing because you know it's gonna be the stupidest shit answer ever.
Yeah, duh.
What do you think? Why don't traffic lights ever go swimming? I mean, aside from the fact they might get electrocuted, I don't know, but. We lost Glenola.
The blind dog keeps chasing him.
The blind dog keeps chasing him. Oh my God. Why are we paying such homage to Boss Apollo tonight? Do you miss Boss?
It's the perfect
Do you miss Boss, Glenola?
No,
Do you need Boss to show up on the show and give you a big fat hug? A virtual hug. At that point, actually. But nonetheless, a hug. You can hug it out. Yes? No? Maybe so? I don't know. I mean, yeah, you miss Boss. I mean, it was a simple question.
I miss having Boss Apollo on the broadcast. It's a lot
there we go. There you have it.
Muted.
Thank you. You were muted. Oh, I see. You didn't want to tell everybody the truth, so you thought you'd talk to yourself. Oh, he really does have a God complex, doesn't he, Punisher?
He does.
Good God. Talking to himself and all. Were you looking to the skies while you were doing it?
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys.
Nope.
Hey, don't be surprised if history is made here tonight.
Just looked right into the mirror.
Right into that mirror. All right. So anyways, the answer to the stupid question of why do traffic lights never go swimming is because traffic lights take way too long to change.
Oh, good lord.
The WWE
Oh, I told you. I warned you. Hey.
Okay.
All right.
You were 2 for 3.
Ouch. That one fucking hurt a little. All right, so I got caught in a swear jar, unfortunately. So I leave the ship to sail in the hands of the great Glenola and Punisher. Punisher, try to get Glenola to behave if you can manage that task.
No promises.
Well, I'm got. No, you think?
I always behave, Archer.
Yeah.
Introducing the challenger
Do you?
from Knoxville,
Yep.
Do you really?
That's a joke within itself.
Right?
No, I
Is that your next joke? Did somebody redeem joke time for Glenola?
Even badly is a form of behaving.
Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute, I got it. I know what's going on here. Somebody redeemed truth and knowledge or rotten fruit. That's a rotten fruit. That's a rotten fruit. That's what it is, Punisher. That's what it is.
Even badly is a form of behaving. So I'm always behaving.
Oh,
He's not wrong.
I hate you. I hate you both.
Everybody, I hear that a lot.
You know what?
champ is staring daggers right
Never
back at
mind.
the
I'll be
opposition.
back after the match. Ha ha. Bunch of funny fuckers up in here tonight, aren't we?
Miss you already.
Ah! Thank you. I'm sure you do. See you in, well, however long this takes. BRB, bitches.
After plenty of hype and social media chatter, the bell has finally been rung on this championship match. The time for talk is over. These superstars are ready to settle this and determine who gets to hold the titles. Oh my God! Goes into the pin.
Crickets.
To the challenger.
Love it.
Time to expect victory.
Alright, so I guess I'll get my joke time out of the way.
That'll buy you some valuable time. What a forearm.
Let's see here. Here's one. Not really a joke kind of thing.
All the way to the outside.
Got fired from my job at the bank today. An old lady came in and asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
Outside of the ring, there is no place
Good one. That was good.
such a risk taker. Heads out of the ring. What's next?
I would do that. I would like to be a smartass. I think I'd actually do it, and then see myself as the door before security came and got me.
Yeah.
Turn your lights out. Look at this.
Oh,
Oh, and a back breaker. Right to the spine.
why do things gotta be so complicated?
The arms and over into a suplex. Off into the pin. Two. A kick out to stay alive. This could be a tipping point in this match.
Damn, that's a lot of deleted messages from DC. What the hell did you say?
Oh, and a reversal.
Exclamation fun.
I love it tonight.
She timed herself out.
Oh, get ready to...
That is the DC command.
I said that.
He's determined to keep
Alright.
set flying. He's running into some problems here, guys.
That's interesting.
Every attempt to fight back's being negated. Trampling the opposition.
I'm not positive. I believe she's the one who even wrote the command.
Sliding back in from the floor now.
Way to bite yourself in the ass.
She did it on purpose.
Right?
Shifts it back onto it.
So, Neon Kano. What are we thinking about Neon Kano?
Oh, I'm actually impressed with Neon Kano.
Up to the top rope now.
Kind of,
Look at
it's a lot of purple. Someone got stuck in the queue.
this. Somehow, this title is still up. Now might be a good time to regroup. Rethink your plan. Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you got to be wondering if he's thinking one more time will be the
Cone wrote it, but Archer rewrote it.
I was going for cyberpunks and play FIFA.
reversal. What a counter.
Going for a cyberpunk wave.
Oh, right in there.
That's
Cyberpunk
what
wave?
Yeah.
I guess that would make sense if I ever played it. But, yeah, I never got around playing Cyberpunk.
Redemption of your choices. 125. Remember to win a championship matches.
Kind of played similar things. Tabletop game that incorporated kind of a cyberpunk aspect to it, as well as mechs and a bunch of other stuff.
Bad predicament right here.
I mean, hell, I was a X-Wing pilot.
You were an X-Wing pilot?
Yeah, my character's an X-Wing pilot that got stuck into a battle mech.
Impressive counter.
My ship blew up. We were stuck on an ice planet, and so they stuck me in a battle mech, and I buried myself in there with 3 particle projection cannons and a shitload of missile launchers.
That doesn't even sound like it'd be fun.
It was fun. It was great. Because, yeah, you bury that. Mech warriors have a code of honor. I had no honor. I wasn't a true mech warrior. I just got shoved into a mech they salvaged. So when the enemy mech started approaching, I just unleashed on them. And being an ice planet, I didn't have to worry about overheating at all. So I unleashed with everything. See, each missile pod fired 20 missiles at once. I had 6 pods. I had 3 particle projection cannons, 2 large lasers, 2 medium lasers.
God damn.
Yeah, the mechs didn't get past me.
Oh, shit.
I pissed everybody else off because they weren't getting any action.
That motherfucker. It's pretty much what you said. No fun for you.
Yeah, this game is a combination of BattleTech, Star Wars, Star Trek. Basically, any sci-fi game you can think of was used to make this one game.
For these superstars to get to this point, I think these fans are driving them to claw that extra inch. You can sense the ride these fans have been on, and I'm right there with them. Back fist to the mush. Punch. Slam. The champion in worst case scenario. He needs to get himself.
Knock that shit off. Someone kill the cricket, please. You want to tell your buddy we got a cricket and he needs to grab his 12 gauge? maybe he can successfully kill a lucky cricket.
Yeah, I got to say this afternoon I burnt 2,000 calories.
How did you burn 2,000
That's
calories?
the last time I leave brownies in the oven while I nap.
Oh dear Christ! I walked right into that son of a bitch.
Okay, I can't stay quiet anymore. That was awful.
Hey, cool, how's it going?
That was fucking horrible.
That was, oh my god.
And I have returned from my oppression, thanks to the great
so
granola.
bad.
Did you guys watch that match?
Good match.
That was a crazy match. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and still Pure Wrestling Champion, Jalen Wilson, is your victor and remains undisputed Pure Wrestling Champion. I thought for sure Matthew Ultraviolet was taking that match. I mean, honestly, I was on the edge of my seat. It looked like Ultraviolet was going to win, then Jalen Wilson made a comeback, but he couldn't get him pinned to the mat. Oh my God, that was crazy. Great match. Infinitoni says, I'm thinking of retiring him. Well, Infinitoni, why don't you just send him to YTD Academy and tweak some maneuvers and see if you can't revitalize his career over at YTD Academy, and then we'll just unleash him again, repackage him a bit, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I think the Matthew Ultraviolet character is pretty cool. He seems to have some his flaws in his. I noticed flaw in his ground game. Maybe add some ground game to his repertoire. But anyways, yeah. And thank you, DC, for the welcome back from my oppression. Ghastly, antic, villainous behavior. Always directed at me. Makes me so happy that I decided to create all those lovely channel rewards to entertain everybody. You know, you could ban Glenola, you could ban well, you can't ban Infinite Oni. That'd be fun too. We could ban Infinite Oni, but we could ban Punisher. But no, let's trap Archer in swear jars and make him tell jokes like a circus monkey. It is not funny.
I literally thought that was the Canadian translation to the U.S.
Oh, welcome in, Christian Cool, the mayor of Coolville in the house. I thought I saw somebody sneak into the chat, but I thought I was because I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anybody telling you that I've been banned from a match, and you making some sort of snide remark.
Nobody knew I was here until fucking Glenola told that really bad joke, and I couldn't stay quiet.
Aha! Bad joke. I knew it. See, he needs a redemption. Needs a redemption.
I just wasn't sure who.
All right, here we go. We're on to the championship round, so I'm going to be opening the betting lines for the next matchup. Oh, Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit on Cool. Already.
Yeah.
Whammo. All right, but the next match of the night, this is for the Archers World Television Championship. This is going to be one hell of a matchup. We got Joe Lincoln, the Phenom from Team Joe Link, taking on Two Decks from Team Froggy Mothlegs, Frank Miller, the Freight Train from Team France with 2 L's, and of course the reigning defending champion from Team Dogface. It is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Of course, we all know Christian Cool loves Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, so tell us, Christian Cool, do you think Fat Lad is going to retain, or is he in for a rough night? What do you think?
Well, I see 3 better dressed men than him, so
3 better dressed men.
Clearly he's going to win.
That is how we're going to determine the matches. The better dressed man. All right, so who's it going to be? Two Decks, Joe Lincoln, or Frank Miller? Which one of them are dressed better in your opinion? I have to know.
I'm saying because they're overdressed and care not so much about this match. I think the Fat Lad will
because
win.
They're overdressed, Fat Lad wins. No bias there. All right.
I'm going to go with Joe Link.
You're going with Joe Lincoln?
Yeah.
Punisher? What do you think? Who walks out the World TV champ here?
I gotta go with, Two-Face Dexter there.
Two-Face Dexter there. He's now calling Poindexter Two-Face. Well, I guess, that's technically speaking.
That's Poindexter.
It is Two Decks.
Yeah.
How dare you not even recognize a member of your own faction? That is ghastly. Oh my God.
That's a new cosplay for me. I didn't know this. I didn't
Wait a minute. What do you mean it's a new cosplay? Where the hell were you in the last couple shows?
You know, a real owner of the Wolfpack would know who it is.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Right? That's
going with Poindexter on this one. I didn't realize that was him.
Now you go with him.
Now you go with him. He's a
Once
secondary
I
choice.
It was him.
Uh-huh. Wow. Ghastly.
Though, then again, Archer might interfere with this after Joe Lincoln interfered with his match the other night.
I mean, that could happen. I can't control such things. I have no idea. No idea. And how dare you suggest I might?
I didn't suggest you might control it.
Hey, you know what? Someone redeemed a joke time on me. I'm going to tell that joke. You know what, Glenola? Give me an idea for a joke. So everybody, how do you burn Glenola?
How do you burn Glenola? Set him on fire?
How do you burn Glenola?
Take him outside for 5 minutes.
Take him outside. He is a vampire. Just open the door, let him pirouette into the street, and he bursts into flames and turns into ash.
Jesus
For
Christ.
fuck's sakes. All right, guys.
Interview with the vampire.
Who walks out the World Television Champion? Is it going to be Frank Miller? Is it going to be Joe Lincoln, Two Decks, or Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn? You guys are going to have 5 minutes to make your bets on who you think is going to win the matchup.
Fucking Joe Link got it right with matches. Matches of Elijah Archer, because who wants to watch this guy?
Oh my God. Archer just has to he gets dragged into, I mean, earlier we're talking about favorite moments from Archivers 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Of course, Joe. I'm glad you're still amused, sir. I'm so happy that my client's dismay entertains you. That is lovely. But anyways, Joe Link, of course, has to bring up the fact that, you know, Archer, he had lights in his eyes and was tired. It was a grueling match, and he may or may not have taken a misguided directional turn and fell off the cage. I mean...
No, he didn't fall. He walked off the cage.
Nobody asked you. No. I'm glad it's so funny. It sounds like we got elephants up in here.
Semantics. This is why you don't have friends, Glenola.
Exactly. Right. I try to tell the story to the public. You just have to. It has to be known. So I try to tell the story. What do? You know, you got to add twists and turns to the story. Like, it is not choose your own adventure, Glenola.
Oh, Joe Link also mentioned the Royal Rumble 30-second elimination from number 30.
I did not support that conversation.
Hey, you know what? I have to live with that. So I'm in the 30 for 30 club.
30 for 30 club.
Just like Jameis Winston.
Who else?
Football humor for anybody.
No, hold on. I wanted to. I mean, is there membership fees? Is there cards involved?
No, he's the only NFL quarterback who's ever thrown 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in one season.
Hold on 1 second here. Back the truck up here. Wait. No, you're not even. Can you tell us who are the other members of this club?
He's the only one in the club. So.
Oh, he's the only. He's a solo club.
Yeah, he's a solo club.
I've heard of a one-man band, right?
List of champions,
one-man gang. One-man army.
WCW or.
That's a new one for me. Punisher? I don't know. Is you?
New for me.
New for Glenola.
Yeah, it's new to me.
I mean, I understand new clubs open all the time in business. There's entrepreneurs in the world, but here's the thing: when they open said establishments, they generally speaking, and correct me if I'm wrong, Punisher and Glenola, but generally speaking, in terms of business, they normally come with clients involved, sponsorships, endorsements, and here we have Christian Hart, the only member of said self-proclaimed, not to mention 30 and 30 club.
Yep, 30 for 30.
30 for 30. All right, so we just wanted to be clear on who the members, because you spoke of the club as if it was a highly prestigious club that would have many members.
I just thought it was a cool thing I saw in the NFL. I should run with it. It's cool.
Okay. All right, let's get to the next match of the night. This is an elimination matchup. Fatal 4, Falls Count Anywhere, the Freight Train, the Phenom. Well, two decks, and Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Archer's World Unified Television Championship on the line. Let's go.
Oh, hey, Archer.
Yeah.
Did you hear Cool wanted some peace and quiet while he cooked dinner?
He wanted some peace.
Took the batteries out of the smoke detector.
God. That's when you know what you've done.
I mean, to be fair, just to be on cool side here for a moment, shall we? It's really, it can be done. I do know people capable of doing said things, but it's really hard to burn tuna salad. Okay? Hard to burn tuna salad. And, am I wrong, though? You gotta be a real dummy. Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. To manage to burn noodles. Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
I did the other day. To be fair.
Of course you did. Oh my God, just walked right in and ripped the guts right out of my story. Fuck you, sir. How dare you? How dare you upstage me with your ridiculous behavior at home?
Good.
I mean, how the fuck did you burn, right? See, Punisher, at least Punisher, I mean, how the hell did you burn noodles, sir? Noodles! They're in water! Water!
Did
you forget the
water? I don't know what you want from me, man.
Oh, you were making baked tuna salad. Tuna casserole. But still begs the question, because it only takes a certain length of time to bake tuna casserole.
If I want baked tuna salad, I'd just put a heating pad in between my woman's thighs.
I mean...
I was going to say place right next to the heater, but it works.
Wow, that took a whole different turn in conversation, didn't it? Okay.
I do hold one interesting record.
Do you?
Set a loaf of garlic bread on fire.
You set a loaf of garlic bread on fire?
Yeah, so...
Oh! Do pray tell.
So I had some garlic bread in the oven, and the heating element in the oven broke.
Oh, shit.
Fell and landed on top of the bread.
And it burst into flames.
So we're sitting there, and I'm helping her get past the spot in a video game. All of a sudden,
Froggy Mothlegs burned soup.
The kitchen is
burned soup. What the fuck, Froggy?
Cone said her mother once burned soup.
Oh, I thought Froggy burned soup.
But when her daughter come in and say the
I'm
house was filled with, or the
I'm
apartment
not
was
laughing
filled
at
with smoke.
DC, so I retract my statement.
Oh, I'll laugh at it. But fortunately, we got it taken care of and didn't have to call the fire department.
Yo, Techno Oz! How long have we been ignoring you, sir? We apologize. Thanks for being here. And looks like he's got 1,100 on Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn. Good grief.
Not a dumb decision.
It is not a dumb decision. How much did you put down on Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, sir? Did you put your Archiver's bucks where your mouth are?
No, I got a lot of Archiver's. A lot of Archiver's bucks
Easy for you to say, my man.
That just goes right along with my new clip. God damn it.
Wow. That definitely qualifies as being tongue-tied there.
Yeah.
You want to try that again?
No, I do not.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh my God.
You fail hard once, you tend to just want to stay down.
Now we're just going to kick you while you're down.
I give up.
Fuck!
Say uncle.
I'll be right back.
Say uncle.
You just want me to call you uncle.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
This is not the time and place. I'm sorry, buddy.
We could discuss reasons you should call me daddy, but I mean...
No. There's not enough time in the show for that.
Actually, to be fair...
So you guys can have a moment alone.
Punisher, you can get in on this, baby. You can get in on this. No, actually, I to be fair, being called daddy, not my thing. Just one of those things. Listen, I know some people think it's a cool, sexy thing to do with your spouses, but for me, I just know way too many. How do we put it?
The champion has no intention
I just know too many people that utilize it that I don't care to ever be correlated, even by said pronoun.
Don't blame me.
Can I go that route? Is that safe? Without furthering that conversation? I think, yeah. So no, that's never something I've ever wanted to be called is daddy. It's like, I don't want to be your daddy. I want to spank the holy fuck out of you. If your daddy does that to you, then we need to have a different conversation and go our separate ways. So, yeah. Master and ruler of your world.
A little bit of a complex.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little. One does have to be confident.
Nice escape.
I mean, that's Christian Cool. It's very easy to displease a lady.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it's not the first time. Archer's been around enough to actually start counting.
Oh God! Yes, I have been around the block with Christian Cool on some of his tremendous affairs, if you will. You know, I would like to call them, I don't know, at this point, you know, in the past, maybe girlfriends, but now, wow, I mean, my favorite, yeah, exactly, it's just, wow, I don't even know what to say about some of the things that I was privileged enough to be involved in, especially so his first girlfriend that I encountered, Vanessa, a sometimes pleasant lady, was definitely, you know, fond of myself. Who would not be? How dare you if you're not? Sorry, I had to.
I swear, you're as bad as Roddy Piper, just looking for any time to get yourself over. My God.
Just call me the rowdy one. No, but so Vanessa. Yeah, she would, I think, purposely trigger Cool's mute button so that I could still hear everything he thought I could not. And, oh yes, and I heard some grand things. It was a lot of fun during that relationship. I was so good that they just said, at one point or other, they just said, fuck it, and started asking me my opinion. And at that point, I'm like, ooh, I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook. You ever have that feeling? You know what I mean by that? You feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook?
I do not.
It's when your friends request things of you that you're not really sure you want to participate in because it could go really south or it could go well. It could go well. There's times it could go well. There's times where it's like getting a kick on the balls, really. But
I don't know. You're going. If it goes well, you're going south. But then it can go south.
South, like south. Like, you know, you gotta send a postcard, you're so far away. But, yeah, so that was weird. But I think my favorite moment ever, though, aside from all the craziness, also she tried to literally rape him one night while I was on air. That was fun. But anyway, we won't talk about that right now. We'll talk about that later, perhaps. But anyways, one of my favorite moments, though, from the world of the Coolverse was one of his female acquaintances. So Cool was on his way home one night from work, and his car, his fucking car broke down on the highway. He's stranded on the fucking highway. So, you know, what's he do? He, of course, calls his girlfriend because he's on his way to her house. He probably wants to know why the fuck he's going to be late, etc., etc. He's doing a good thing. He calls her, he says, yo, baby, I'm stranded on the highway here. I'm not going to be home on time. And he's like, yeah, would you mind picking me up? She fucking says, well, can not ask the police for a ride home.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my good God!
Yeah, this bitch did not want to pick me up off the highway.
I
was not good enough.
She was willing to leave him on the fucking highway.
Like, you better call 911.
No, she said that. She fucking said that. And he's like, well, I didn't even call the cops yet. I was thinking about calling CAA, but I didn't know if I think he was waiting for it to come in the mail or something, so that's another reason he was calling, to see if his card had come in yet. Here, she had CAA, so she decides, well, we're just going to use my CAA, but then she lectures him on the fact that she has to use the CAA. And then, heaven forbid, the Cool made the biggest fucking mistake of the night. Instead of just waiting for CA or whatever, he fucking asked her if she'd go pick him up. Well, she unleashes on him about having apparently anxiety with driving, and I'm thinking, oh my good God, if your anxiety's that bad, why do you get behind of a 2,500-pound weapon, for God's sakes? But so you'd rather,
for you Americans out there, he was talking about AAA, not CAA.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, same thing. My apologies. So, but she went on a tirade of how he was impersonal and didn't think about her feelings.
Listen to you tell the story is fucking great.
Because it
it's
turns
so
out
ridiculous. And all this is true. He is not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form.
It turns out
It's this bad.
yeah, she does
If
have
anything,
a
he's leaving
tiny
details
bit.
out.
I'm leaving some out, yeah, for sure. But oh fuck me! So she goes on and on to the point where he finally is like, you know what? Never mind. And yeah, so he ended up calling the police and all that shit. But my fucking lord, she was willing to leave him stranded on the fucking highway. Oh, I said to Cool, I said, so right in the moment, I couldn't help myself. I said, right in the moment, I said, so yeah, so she's an ex now, right? I could not help myself. I thought, I was like, oh my god, he calls you because his fucking car broke down. He's stranded on the highway. He doesn't have a card on him to get a fucking tow truck, so he's calling to see if his is there. You offer yours, but then you lecture him for using yours. Oh, like, and then suggesting he calls the cops to get a ride with the cops. And it's like, oh my god. Is this a really bad B-rated movie, or is this actually happening? I mean, wow. Oh, starring Christian Cool.
He has just taken an extraordinary
I mean, I could use his real name, but you know, we're not going to do that.
holding on by a thread, maybe even
But yeah, that's all true. All true.
Well, if there was a true knowledge of rotten fruit, we'll just forego that. That was good enough.
I think that covers it for pretty good. That pretty much covers it for Cool's tree knowledge of rotten fruit, I think. Compliments of moi.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup. Anyways, yeah.
Anywho, 450. Yeah.
450. It's been a great show too. We've been creating our own moments tonight as well. Fuck.
Didn't it seem like just yesterday we were discussing the hundo?
It does. It just means Archer just runs too many shows a week.
I run too many shows. Nice, thanks. I'm glad that's the takeaway from this. That's the takeaway from 450 episodes of offering the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period, sir. How dare you, first and foremost. Actually, that's where I'll leave that.
Well, it's fine. There's no other competition. You're good.
I'll leave that one alone. I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
But that's funny. Anyways, oh look, Lanola's favorite wrestler got eliminated. Froggy's rubbing it in. Froggy says the story was rotten but true. Well, I mean, technically, well, yeah, it is. But it wasn't actually. But, I mean, that said, that covers Cool's tree of knowledge of rotten fruit, I'm quite certain.
It's always a story to tell.
Oh, fuck, that was funny. Good God. I didn't think anything would top the incidents with overhearing stuff I really shouldn't have heard at times with Vanessa to that just was the fucking icing on the cake.
Yeah, I was going to say, that takes the cake. It does. It really does.
Oh, my good God. And, yeah. and in fact, she did become his next ex, thankfully. And he's with somebody much better now. Much better now, I think. Is that accurate?
To some degree, yes.
To some degree? Oh my God! Fuck, man, don't tell me she watches this show too, because we do not.
She don't.
Okay, I was just going to go on a whole rant how Glenola, Punisher, and I do not take any responsibility for your said remarks.
No. She stays clear and far away from pro wrestling. So.
Listen, I don't need people's current or exposes somehow locating us, hunting us down, and shooting us because we're citing you villainous bastards, but anyway.
But no, she has good qualities, but there's obviously some things that could be worked on.
Okay.
But also things that fall out from.
Wow! Holy shit, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match and a new Archerverse World Unified Television Champion from Team France with 2 L's. He is the freight train Frank Miller, and he is your new World Television Champion. Team France with 2 L's also, by the way, for whatever reason, which we've never really discussed, but actually, didn't he say he just wanted to see Archer in a match? Anyways, he is the reason Archer became world champion and has been on a tear defending that title since, by the way. Thank you very much. All you haters out there. Actually, to be fair, he doesn't have any haters. I just wanted to say that. He sounded good at the time. It sounded good at the time. Just saying. I'll throw that out there. So is it, you guys buying that?
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Fair. Okay. Anyways. But it's true, though. France with 2 L's was behind that, and I do not have any idea why that happens. Like, I do believe there was some conversation. I think he said something to the effect he just wanted to see Archer in a match. But, I mean, what a match to throw him into. That was crazy. He was nowhere near title contention. So, but anyways. All right, here we go. I'm going to issue the payout for that match. And then it's on to the co-main event of the evening. Or maybe it's on to the co-main event of the evening, and then I will issue the payout. Whatever. All right, here we go. So who did any of you guys bet on Frank Miller?
I'll think anybody.
I don't think anybody did.
No.
If I had bet, it wouldn't have been on him. So
no, me neither. 7,200 Archerverse bucks going out the window at this point. And there they go. Because Frank Miller was your victor. All right, co-main event of the evening. It is the #1 contender, and these guys have had a rivalry for the past several weeks. Phenomenal matches have come out of this feud. And it is Charlotte Flair, the Queen of the Ring. And she is taking on the new and second only Triple Crown World Champion from Team Queen Bee, Honeybee Wrestling. It is the Diamond B. Jackson, a.k.a. Honeybee, putting her Archerverse World Championship on the line against the Queen of the Ring. What do you guys think? As I open these betting lines, what do you guys think? It is a single fall wins it all matchup. It is not elimination, obviously. Not 2 out of 3 falls. It is not a KO match. It is not a first blood match. It is a single fall wins it all matchup between 2 of the very best women on the planet today. What do you guys think?
I'm going to go with Honeybee.
You're going with Honeybee?
Honeybee.
So Honeybee Wrestling.
Honeybee, baby!
Will grow strong and our communities will
Glenola, what do you think?
By our constant support for one another's endeavors.
I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair.
Said,
Ooh, going with the Queen of the Ring.
Nice if I didn't get stuck with the KO match when I fought her.
All right, so I'm in the middle of opening up the betting line. It'll just be a moment. All right, so who walks out world champion? Is it going to be Charlotte Flair? Or Charlotte's? Could be Charlotte's. Flair and Honeybee. Those are your 2 choices. You got 5 minutes to make your bets. Again, the Archerverse Women's World Championship is on the line, which means Honeybee in danger of losing her Triple Crown World Champion status. Now, she will always be the second ever Triple Crown World Champion. Nobody can take that honor from her. But she may be in jeopardy here tonight of being demoted to double champion by one Charlotte Flair.
Archer, I'm going to get off here. It's almost 1 o'clock my time. I got to work in the morning.
All right, Punisher, sounds good. Have a great night. Thanks for being here.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it as always.
Cool.
Have a great night,
Have
Punisher.
a wonderful night.
Yep. Take it easy.
All right. Betting lines are open, and here we go. The Queen of the Ring, Charlotte Flair, versus the Diamond B. Jackson, a.k.a. Honeybee. The Archerverse Women's Wrestling Championship is on the line. Let's go. And Punisher has left the building. Though he does not have as good of a voice as Elvis Presley, so it doesn't really fit him as well, but he has left the building.
And is for the women's
Darth Glenola
wrestling championship.
should sing us a song, I think. Pick a song, Christian Cool. What do you think he should sing? Yeah, a song. What do you think? What do you think he could sing for us?
Here comes the queen.
I don't know.
The Blackjack Mulligan song? The Blackjack song?
Oh, that's interesting.
But
And do not sing the Lamb Chops theme song.
Yeah, not that.
Not that. What the Fox says, not that.
I will.
Anybody else want to chime in something real quick?
Try.
You know, the WWE
I'll try to get through it. Yeah, I don't know how my brain's going to do it. But I do have a song.
In main events. Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents'
Let me get a drink real quick.
I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair.
We are going to be serenaded by the fantastic vocals of the great Glenola. Fantastique. It's exciting.
You're really going to be tortured because this is going to be a cappella.
Acapella. Uh-oh.
Though I do have access to the karaoke version.
Ooh, you should pull that up.
Her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly
You could have your background music while you're serenading the masses.
I'm just trying not to get where we have the stream gets muted.
Well, technically, it's not on my stream. It is in the background at your house. It is third-party music. I can't do anything about that. Except for, when the song's over, suggesting that you maybe not do that. We don't condone such behavior. How dare you?
This is the sound that never ends. It goes in and on, my friends. Some people starting singing, not knowing what it was.
While secretly applauding, of course. Joe Link, that is not funny. Somebody should AKO Joe Link.
They should, but I don't know if they will.
They probably won't. All right. Infinite Oni's got 4,600 plus on Honeybee. That's a hell of a bet. Which one of you guys are going to man up and pony up on that one? All of my Arch Reverse bucks are on her.
Be right back.
Honeybee says I have. DC says BRB.
When you're the champ, you don't have to worry about winning. You just have to make sure you
Big real boobies?
That is the champion's advantage.
No?
Probably not.
A win here cements her as one of the great champions of
Barbecued
this
ribs,
era.
perhaps? I don't know.
I think that's BBR.
Yeah, that would be BR, you're right. Baby back ribs. Baby back, baby back ribs. Delicious. Perhaps she wants us to bring rye bread. Huh? She's looking to have some lasagna, some pasta, some sketties, perhaps, and she needs some bread. She would like some rye bread. She wants us to bring rye bread. She's inviting us to dinner. That's what it is. That is what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's got to be what it is. We're going with that.
Superstars switch up. Want to become someone else for the day? Time.
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
All right. We're just waiting on Glenola to find his background music so he can become the OG pimp daddy of TAV. The new rock and roll god.
Here we go with the title on the line.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, oh yeah.
Is Archer like somehow looking at my face?
All the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away.
Slowing down the pace of the match. The Queen's in control when she's in the ring.
Thought it was a joke, and so you laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid, right? You know you laughed, I heard you laugh, you laughed, and you laughed, and then you laughed, but now I know I'm utterly mad. They're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, oh yeah. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, they're coming to take me away,
And now there's an opening.
I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind and selfish loving deeds.
Good grief.
Computer's not cooperating.
How dare you blame the device?
It was blanking out, it was buffering. It's out on one of those nights.
Ah, Froggy says British rye bourbon. I never thought of that. That could definitely be it. That could definitely be it.
And I wasn't going to be able to make it much longer anyways for my breathing. I'm actually going to go off my...
Big Rowdy Brunette. No? Busty Rowdy Blonde.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We can go with that. Busty Rowdy Blonde. Yes. Oh, god damn. That was a stunner right there.
So, well, in case I don't get back before the end of the broadcast, awesome show as always, Archer.
Fantastic in wow, I couldn't spit that out. I had a cool moment right there. Cinnamon. Wow.
Have fun, everybody.
Are you going off to become Darth Granola?
Yeah,
You are hopping in an X-Wing fighter and off to save the galaxy is the Granola. Excellent. Good to have saviors in the world, or in this case, galaxy, I guess. Anyways. Alrighty then. That was the sensational voice of the great Granola. We appreciate that, Granola.
Barely got that one out.
Oh, good God. No, we always appreciate Glenola's, and he always adds comedic value to his performances. But yeah.
Well, you know, he's got to provide color. He can't do play.
Wow. And there it is. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still Archerverse Women's Wrestling Champion, and still our second ever Triple Crown Women's World Champion from Team Honeybee Wrestling, the Diamond B. Jackson, a.k.a. Honeybee, still your undisputed champion across 3 brands, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling, and of course to the Diamond B. Jackson. Fantastic match. And that might be a final nail in the coffin for her rivalry with Charlotte Flair. Who knows? Charlotte Flair tends to hold grudges. She could make a comeback. You never do know. Expect the unexpected. Plus, she's the champion. She's got a target on her back by not just Charlotte Flair, but many others. So we'll see what happens going forward. But congratulations to Honeybee. All right, on to the main event of the evening, and of course I'll issue the payout for the last match up there. Give me a moment.
Woo.
All righty then. I still owe some jokes too. I probably should pop those out because this is the main event.
Probably should.
Probably should. So 10,662 Archerverse bucks are being dispersed.
Playtime.
And there we go. Payout has been issued. Here we go. Main event of the evening. Archerverse World Wrestling Championship is on the line. It is the best 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere match. It is the WCW World Champion representing the Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Dogface and Team Dedrick. It is the man called Drek taking on the one Elijah Archer, who has been on an absolute tear defending that Archer vs. World Championship. Drek has his hands full, but to say the same could be said about Archer, to be fair. It is going to be one hell of a match. Again, 2 out of 3 falls. What do you guys think? Who walks out world champion? Does Dead Drek and the man called Drek become a double champion team? Or does the one Elijah Archer rise to the occasion, which he does like to do? Anyways, and defend that world championship. What do you guys think? I'm going to open up the betting line right now. You're going to have to start that one, cool, because Glenola is Darth Glenola at the moment. He is not going to respond, perhaps in chat.
Speaking of rise, well, I do have a freaking rocket.
What? I'm going to have to read that. I'm opening the betting line. How dare you say something? I'm going to have to go back and read that shit.
Welcome back, DC.
Oh, yo, DC's back.
Yeah.
DC, we've been trying to figure out what you're talking about. But anyways, who walks out world champion? The man called Drek or the one Elijah Archer? You have 5 minutes as always to make your bets. And there we go. Clock is ticking.
Thank you, goody.
Quite literally. But here we go. Best 2 out of 3 falls for the Archer vs. World Wrestling Championship. The man called Drek, the one Elijah Archer. It is showtime and go time. Let's go.
Glenola, thank you, Glenn.
All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. What did you say? Did you go with Archer on this one?
Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't answer. How dare you? You went with Drek?
Why would I ever pick Archer?
Did you go with Drek?
Of course.
That is ghastly. How dare you?
I hope Drek wrecks you.
What do you think of the new arena design, by the way?
Oh, it's badass. Looks good.
Yeah. Redesign. We got a brand new logo for the Archer vs. Wrestle Wars Genesis. Fantastique. Great night of action tonight. Episode 450 was a fantastic night. We had some fun talking about, well, a lot of different things. Namely, we were the brunt of the jokes there for a bit, unfortunately for us. We had some folks on the broadcast today, of course, that think they're the comedic relief for the night. Upstaging. It's up. They're trying to. It's an attempt at upstaging. You know, that's what it is. They're still jealous they haven't quite reached that Christian Cool status.
I mean, you know, at least they have like something to aspire to. That's always.
They do
good.
have things to aspire to. I mean, look at Joe Link. I mean, he's even has his own wrestling promotion now.
He does. Lincoln Logs is went
I
up.
I want to be like Archer. But anyways, I did go there before you say it. Anyways, of course, I'm going with Archer. So there.
Oh, everybody in the chat knows that you always wanted to have disciples of your own.
Disciples of my own, yes, indeed. That's my goal. You know, I want to create my own cult, have my own disciples of darkness. We were going to wreak havoc on the entire planet. That might have been a little far-fetched, but you know.
I think I've had someone ask me why I don't do a wrestling show, and I said, why? Archer does one. Why do I gotta do one?
Archer has one. Why exactly? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't upstage the very best, and we are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence.
I mean, to be fair, I could upstage you. Secondly, I just don't need you complaining about me copying you.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
Right now.
Empty challenge.
An empty challenge. Wow.
You got the wrestling well in hand, sir. I don't need to do it.
Dare you, sir?
I'm more than happy being your number one promoter.
Number one promoter.
Yeah.
Number 7 to Archer. What? What am I missing here? Hold on here.
Together we will grow strong in our community.
Number 7 to Archer.
Number 8 for Archer.
Number 8.
What are they talking
7?
about?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Yo, Denise Grande. What's going on, Denise Grande? Welcome in. Main event of the evening for episode number 450. Thanks for being here. I'm still trying to figure it out, though. Hold on a sec. DC says, can I join your cult? Oh, my God. Now that's going to be a thing. The cult of Archer. The cult of Archer. It sounds ghastly. Alright, I'm scrolling up. Where? 8. Why are we counting? That's what I want to know. I'm lost. I don't see anything that would warrant saying Archer 8. Archer 8 what? A cookie?
Don't have anything to lose and everything to gain in this match. The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 1, 2, 5.
A beautiful rowdy blonde, perhaps.
Championship matches 0.
Of course, we did determine that could have been,
Ladies and gentlemen, we can possibly see the title change.
British bourbon, as was pointed out. British rye bourbon. I mean, personally, I tend to like my thoughts better, but that's just me. We can't all enjoy the full embodiment of one female. Christian tries, but then he gets stranded on highways, and the rest is history. There's an attempt, at least. I mean, how? You know what, though? Honestly, like seriously, I mean, how fucking dare you break down on the highway like that? And on top of that, furthermore, how dare you expect your girlfriend, your spouse, your significant other, your love life. It sounds even worse when you put it like that, doesn't it? It just keeps trashing a little worse each time. But I mean, how dare you, sir, expect her to actually like you enough to not only say, "Oh my God, you're on the highway. You okay? All right, what's going on? What happened? What is going on? Why are you on the highway? What happened to the car?" No, she jumps right to, you should get a ride home with the police. Because I ain't picking your ass up.
Yep. Why are you still on the highway?
Why are you on the highway? There is no concern there at all.
Nope.
Crazy. But, redeem joke time, actual number 6 for, 6. I wouldn't have got 6 either, because it's been a while since that. So I still owe, how many joke times do I owe? Archer, you have 3. God damn it. Alright, hold on. 3 jokes.
He skirts around it.
I don't know if this will be too obvious or not, but it's kind of funny, so I'm going to read it anyway. So Christian, and of course Glenola is lurking and trolling in the fucking chat room here. What a prick. Why did the robber take a bath before he stole from the bank?
I don't know.
You don't know? Glenola, what about you? Why did the robber take a bath before he stole from the bank? And I am 2 for 3 today. Apparently one of my jokes weren't funny. Glenola has to just keep rubbing that in like salt in a wound. How dare you?
That would be fine.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I mean, he's the reason why I don't think I say how dare you enough in an evening, actually. Wow, only a 1 count there. I'm getting sidetracked. But anyway, yeah, does anybody else want to take a shot at that? He didn't want to have to launder the money. No, that's not it, but that's pretty funny. Because he heard the money was dirty. Oh, you guys were on the same track there. That's not the answer, but those were both great answers, though. So he could get away clean. Yeah, that's actually the answer. So he could get a clean getaway. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. I mean, save the applause. Seriously, just throw some money. It's fine. I'm good with money. Bras, panties. Make sure they're red, though. Of course, I guess only combat sports and wrestling fans are going to get the red panty thing, aren't they?
Right.
Yeah, I take that back.
And look at the disbelief on the face of the
I retract my my comment, if you will.
Neither competitor is going to lose easy here. I think strategy is needed right about now if that couldn't end things.
All right. I'm looking for another joke because I still have 2 to go. All right, let's see here.
Oh, a nasty
After being the end of days again.
expected that one. He switches it back around.
Oh my God. I gotta read this because this is just another instance of being so stupid. It is actually kind of funny. All right, so cool. And Glenola and anybody else that wants to laugh at this. Why do you go to bed every night? Why is it that we all, for that matter, why do you go to bed every night?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Joe Lake, Froggy Moth Legs, Glenola, Infinitoni, DC, anybody else want to take a crack at that? Dedrick, how about you? Why do we go to bed every night? Why do you, in fact, go to bed every night? Emphasis on go to bed, but TC says I don't. I just stay up. I don't need sleep. I am a vampire.
I go to bed twice a night sometimes.
Because I want to sleep. That is not the answer, Dedrick. Jolink says to recharge your body. Really? That was your answer?
There's plenty of time to sleep when you're dead.
Froggy says, I go to bed twice a night. You go to bed twice a night sometimes? Infinite Oni says there's plenty of time to sleep when you're dead. Not the answer. I know it's no. No. That is definitely not the answer. Yo, Drek, those tights are legit sick, says Froggy Mothlegs. Wow! And that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still Archer vs. World Champion, the one, Elijah Archer, still your undefeated and undisputed champion, has not lost a match, even in non-title contest in singles competitions since winning that championship. He is legitimately your undefeated, undisputed world champion. And if anybody is a little pissy about that, by the way, let's remember that it is France with 2 L's fault for putting him in that position to begin with. He was quite content hovering that mid-card status and going after the tag titles. And France with 2 L's decided he needed to see Archer in a match that night, and he got tossed right into a championship matchup. And, well, the rest is history, and he's been on a tear ever since. All right, so the answer to the question is why do we go to bed every night is because the bed will not go to you. The bed will not go to you. So you got to go to bed. All right, so I still owe one more joke. I'm going to issue the payout first for that last match. Oh, that was awful.
Well, that was bad.
That
was bad.
That it really was.
After the bad joke.
All right.
That's stupid and I hate it.
So the winner of the match was Elijah Archer. And of course, Drek is still the reigning defending WCW World Champion. That was for Archer's title, not his, so he does remain World Champion of WCW Starrcade. And there we go. Payout has been issued. And now I'll tell my joke before we end the evening. All right, let's see.
Oh, Drek just exploded the title.
Oh no! Did he really? Wow! Absolutely ghastly. After that bad joke, so Team Dedrick has now exploded the championship, which means immediately following this show, although it goes down into the record books as a championship title defense, Archer must forfeit his title. It has now become vacated, effective immediately. Wow, that was savage. Infinite Noise like, wow. That would, you know what, sir? That is absolutely craptastic. How dare you, sir? You couldn't.
Doing that myself.
You were gonna. What? What? What is this villainy I am hearing?
Indeed.
Yeah, what is he?
I'm just debating.
Right? All this plotting against Elijah Archer. I mean, what y'all just y'all upset you can't beat him or what? You can't beat him, so you're gonna explode his title. Wow. Don't ask for a rematch. Let's just vacate the title. That is ghastly. All right. So it looks like 18,000+ Archer vs. Bucks go to Techno and 2 other people who bet on Elijah Archer. So congratulations to Techno. Who were the other 2? Does it tell us? No, apparently it doesn't. All right. But Techno is one of them, so congratulations, Techno, on splitting that 18,000+ Archer vs. Buck pot. And here we go, last joke of the night. And then, of course, that is it. That is all for episode number 450 here at the Archerverse. We'll see each other Friday night, episode number 451.
Thank you for 5,890 Archer vs. Bucks.
You got 5,000 over. You bet on Archer? Wow. Glenola bet. Everybody remember that. Glenola bet on Archer. No matter what happened here tonight, it does not matter that his title was exploded at this point. What matters here is that Glenola, of all people, just bet on Archer and won. And then laughs because he lost his title. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's great team effort we got here on the broadcast booth. Anyways, last joke of the night. And again, we'll see each other next time. Friday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for WCW Starrcade when the Wolfpack goes wild again. We do know Honeybee's going to have a high-profile matchup. What that is, we don't know yet. You'll find out over the course of the week. We'll, of course, have some YTD Academy dark matches throughout the week as well, so stay tuned for that. And then Sunday night will be YTD Academy Live again. And who knows what is going to happen. Much like any other night of the Archerverse, expect the unexpected. But I appreciate everybody being Did you catch that?
You good?
I am fantastic. Glenola, did you catch any of that? Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. So we're just going to leave it at that. I'm going to tell the fucking joke, and then that is it until Friday night. And we're going to leave it at that. I don't even think I should talk anymore after that. But here we go. What is green and has yellow wheels?
Sweet dreams and remember it's all love, baby.
What is green and has yellow wheels?
Blind dog.
A blind dog. Okay, boss. Not a blind dog. Not a blind dog.
Cone.
Have a good night, Cone. Thanks for being here. Cool, you gonna take a shot at the dark here?
Nope.
No?
I don't have it. I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything? All right. So, as ridiculous as this is, so the answer to the question, what is green and has yellow wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels. Yeah, you heard me right. I lied about the wheels. All right, so we're going to go invade Soul Embers and see what Soul Embers is up to. Anybody else that isn't already in on the invasion, jump on in. It is invasion time. Go and see what he's doing. I don't know what he's up to. I didn't even check to see what game he's playing or if he is VR chatting or what is going on in the land of Soulverse. The land of the Crypt Keeper. But we're going to find out because that's where we're going. That is it. That is all for episode 450. I appreciate everybody. It was a great night. Lots of great matches. Surprises along the way. We made some new moments, I think, tonight, if you ask me. We had lots of laughs. Great conversations with great people. That's all you can ask for. But, although you do not have to go home, you do You do have to get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye.